Since Discord is being so awful, Father, you can do the intro music. Just do it like slightly quietly, so it's not like.
Do you do music? I can't play some music in the background.
You can do the ones that we usually have, or if you want, you just do your own.
I mean, I only know the one. It's all the same. It's just got different.
It's all the same. It's all the same. He says.
That's the C in case you're wondering.
Hello and welcome to Magic Myths and Mayhem, a TTRPG podcast with mostly accurate rules and inconsistent character voices. I'm Alex, your host and GM, and with me are Rowan, Mark, and Joe, my wonderful players. How's everyone doing today? Apparently, we're hearing the C3 intro,
but with the very beginning of the Horizons.
Exactly.
You saying it's all the same is painful with how much effort I put into these intros.
They're certainly not all the same. It's just the C3 one has stuck into Mark's gray matter like fucking putty.
And he's got a lot of grey and some matter.
I've still got the White Bay music on my machine, which is very good. I like the White Bay music. Yes.
Hello.
Hi.
How is everyone doing?
Hello. Hi.
Very well, thank you.
I'm all right.
I've got my Marmite rice cakes. Everything's right with the wall.
Disappointed by capitalism and its machinations, but I'm here.
Yeah, I mean that's fair enough. This scuffed intro,
courtesy of Discord,
arguably still not in the bottom 10 intros we've ever done.
Could you list for us, please, your bottom 10 intros?
Oh god, that'd be a fun compilation.
God, yeah, I would have to go. I have listened to a lot of them. I wish I had that much immediate knowledge of the 450 episodes we have live, but I don't.
I have noticed you do cut out our highs when we say them with you, and that makes me sad.
But to be fair, you could say, "Oh yes, episode 211, of course, where so and so happened." We'd all go, "Oh yeah, all right, yeah."
I don't. Yeah, but then someone could go back. I don't cut out days. Just sometimes they don't come through.
Okay.
Oh.
So I tend not to remove them. In fact, sometimes I align them.
Hello.
Depends how chaotic I'm feeling. So unfortunately, we're not joined by Purdy today. And rather weirdly, as usual, there's only one person who can give that information. And it's actually the pigeon that lives. It's the as to why she's not here, but it's the pigeon that lives down the end of Joe's garden, which Joe was forced this week to communicate with under duress.
Yes.
Contractually.
Yes.
So Joe, could you please pass along the information that was given via pigeon?
I can certainly tell you those pigeons' last words. First, I'd like to know why you said weirdly as usual. Don't know what that's supposed to mean.
Because we're usually weird.
Because you're the one that put the cameras in our homes.
Purdy's been doing something very important. She's been exercising her civic duty. So international people or politically unengaged people might not know that there are some elections that took place yesterday in the UK. Not everywhere, just some of our local government elections. So the timescale isn't like the same everywhere. But she's been taking part in that. So the counting has been happening today. So Purdy has been going along to be like one of the people who counts the votes. I did think it was a bit strange how she was talking a lot before she went that she wants there to be like a lot of reformation of the system. She wants there to be a lot of things to be reformed. And she was asking about like how best do we think that she'd be able to like move large forces around.
We can't have the intro being you saying she's a reform.
No. What are you talking about, Alex?
Oh, don't. Let's not do this bit. Let's not do this
there are
bit.
systems that she wants to be reformed.
Let's not do this bit.
That she'd like to see some sort of reformation in the politics of our country.
In a green manner. Anyway, moving on.
How very vague that whole thing was.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, the pigeon was being murdered as a spoke, so...
I really thought you were better informed than this, Joe.
I mean, usually people tell me things directly, but this time it was by pigeon.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that something got lost in translation.
Pigeons are actually known to be very reliable sources of information.
Joe,
well, maybe the way that we communicate needs some reform, and that's what Purdy's trying to tell us.
Joe, I am going to have to say, I think it may be worth holding back some of your like public-facing hatred of pigeons, because the more that you keep saying it on the podcast and the further that gets spread out, the more likely the pigeons are to start a coup.
Yeah.
I don't fear any kind of coup, be it from pigeon or larger, more fearsome bird.
that one caught two of you off guard as you were already answering me. That was great.
Fuck, dude.
That was appalling.
If they only cooed, I wouldn't have a problem with them.
Anyway, we have a recap. Which this week we're going to have to press the play button at the same time because
Discord is evil and sucks. Goodbye.
So let's just hope I sent the right one and press it in 3, 2, 1, go. Do you ever feel bad for these mortals? What are you talking about? I mean, like, do you feel bad for what they put through? It seems entirely preventable. Oh, don't start getting all emotional on me. But it's true. Look, it's not our responsibility to take care of the weak. But they aren't weak. Just look here. The crew took out that Turek herd around the oasis with ease. I mean, that's not weakness. Then they kept traveling, encountered another tremor, and then found a cactus. Riveting. Then they made it to the Remkin camp, which had been ravaged by the Krek. Okay. Ravaged, Dynamis. Thousands were killed by something we could control. And why should we care? Because they are living things. They have lives and feelings. Just look at the crew. They found this ravaged town, their new friend finds out their partner is dead, and then they immediately go to help. Pesto helping fix things with Dunk, Monty and Ozzy going through the town healing people for selfish reasons. What do you mean for selfish reasons? Ozymandias is just trying to make up for the sins of his past. He's not doing it to help them. No, you don't understand. Helping them is what makes up for those sins. He is acknowledging the death and pain he caused. Whatever you wish to believe. Maybe we should be better. Maybe the all-seeing Watcher is right. What did you just say? No, you toe a very delicate line, Naris. Be careful who you side with. We wouldn't want to have to label you as a traitor. No, yes, of course. Ignore me. I shall. But only this once. Now leave me. Of course, Dynamis. Certainly not concerning.
Dynamis.
I see.
Dynamis.
The patron saint of having dinner. Dynamis.
No, he's a tiny mouse.
Oh, Tinnimus.
Whatever. What do you see, Ron?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing. I'm not the all-seer.
What's the all-seer?
I'm the all-seer.
Oh, do you mean the all-seeing Watcher? Gotcha.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Those things are so different after a thing I heard just one time, and yeah.
I don't think it's typically the first time you've heard that. I think it's been many months.
I enjoy the clarification of the all-seeing Watcher rather than like the sometimes seeing Watcher.
Hey, you could have the Watcher when they're paying attention. You know,
the Watcher who sometimes turns up to his kids' football games on a Saturday.
In the Effulgent Expanse, there will be the all-seer. Just so you know.
The all-seer.
Yeah.
That sounds like a legally distinct all-seeing Watcher.
It does, doesn't it?
I love. Can you imagine copyright law gets to the point that we have to be scared of copyright from ourselves? Anyway, last we left off, it was later in the evening, whilst you were in the settlement called Crap. You had been, well, two of you had been helping out around the town after this evidently horrible situation had happened, healing who you can. And Pesto, you were helping out Kunk, generally fixing up some stuff. It would, of course, be quite late. So there are normally, of course, you could add in whatever else you want to do, but there are normally two things you'd be focused on. One would be some food. You would have food in your carriage, but you also assume there is nicer food somewhere around here. And secondly is sleeping, which you had been told that there are sort of just generic guest type houses that you could use, though you weren't too sure necessarily where those were. It is up to you if we skip to the point that you guys have all met up again, or if you had other things you wanted to do whilst you were separated.
Not particularly. Just heading around, helping wherever I can.
Mm-hmm.
I am probably losing track of time.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe the workshop was where we were going to meet up, back up.
Yeah, I think we were going to meet back up with you.
Yeah. So I'd carry on until my spells start to run out, basically. And then I'd head back.
Sure. So then, Monty, Ozzy, you arrive back at the entrance to this mechanics workshop. And Pesto, having completely lost track of time, it's been a couple hours, you have no idea. They're suddenly just like back. And like, well, where are they then?
Should I mark off like a shitload of spell slots and stuff?
I don't think it's going to be necessary because it's unlikely anything happens between then and now. If you want to be clean about it, you can do.
Or
But you can mark off as many as you wanted to have used. If that's all of them, that's all of them. If it's only some of them, it's only some of them. But I think generally what you said last week is you were just going to use it all.
Yeah.
I mean, Monty would he would have kept going to run out.
If it's not going to be relevant, then yeah, no worries.
Most likely, I mean, I can't guarantee because I don't know what you guys are going to do. You could decide to have a fight with each other, but I think it's unlikely that it's going to be relevant. But yeah, you guys would turn up back at the mechanics. I would imagine at this point, Tunk and Pesto are over maybe a different mechanic suit, or maybe some more specific parts laid out on one of the workbenches with all sorts of fantastic tools and things. Very invested in the work. Probably the toys as well, just like randomly around the place helping out.
Just in case it comes up, I mute off everything except 1 3rd level spell slot.
Okie dokie.
Pesto, how's it going?
Good. We just got started. You guys are back already?
We've been some time. I'm just going to sit down over here. Oh, dear.
I've been sat here for half an hour. I've already said hello. Did you forget I was here?
No.
Oh, well, that's good. They would have hurt my feelings otherwise.
Have you got anywhere, Pesto, with whatever it is you're doing there?
Doing something with a doohickey.
Like, how close are we?
You wouldn't really be looking up at Tunk because you're kind of the same height.
Yeah.
I don't know where we are on the chassis.
That's fair enough. Yeah. No, is that she's just like, well, stuff, things. There's a lot to do. I mean, like in the grand scheme of things, like the percentage-wise, we've got very little. 2 hours and a drop in an ocean. But like the stuff that we've done. So like, there's that.
Absolutely.
Well, that's good. Well done for doing the stuff that you've done then.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm not going to stick around because like this is a lot easier with 4 hands. Well, like 5.5 hands, like lots of tiny hands.
Yeah. And claws.
I mean, I'd be more than happy to help, but sadly I'm not very effective with that kind of stuff.
Yeah. It's probably just food.
My sleight of hand's not bad. I could probably help out with some stuff.
As soon as Tunk says food, the tummy growls.
Yeah, like a loud growl.
Oh. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Well, Niffy's the cook, so Niffy. Oh, we left her. We left her in the thing. Oh, I guess if you go back, she might cook something for you.
Oh, has Grim come back?
No, the 2 of them are still at the.
No, I think we left them as well.
Yeah, the 2 of them are just at the carriage. If you want food, I mean, there's like just like down there. There's, I mean, I guess you call it a tavern. Would be your easiest. I guess we don't really have like named buildings, but like it's a communal food area.
Ooh.
They can cook some food for you. So
we're not going to be taking supplies at your community.
Yes, are we? I'm sure you're excited to try the local delicacies, Pesto, but like, I imagine it's not going to be super great right now.
It's probably there'll be some cook. I can't really. I don't want to sound insensitive, but like, there's usually food preparation for like hundreds of people.
Yes, I can see where you're going with this.
Yeah, I was kind of just thinking. I don't think they took the resources. They just kind of
took the people. Yes, understood.
I mean, if you want to bring your own food along, there's still places to sit. Like it's nice in there. So.
Oh well, I don't eat anyway, so it doesn't make a difference to me.
Are you going to join us, Tunk?
I'm probably gonna go back home first. I really need to clean.
Sorry, I should clarify. I don't eat publicly because I'm a normal older dwarf woman. That's what I meant.
Like I hadn't even thought about that being a weird thing that you'd said until now. You said these other things.
Okay, we'll go back to not thinking about it then.
Yeah, that's gonna be difficult. I don't think I'm gonna do that.
Why are you eating? Elsie has strange little ways.
Is this an image thing? Because like you're not overweight, you're looking great, you're adventurous, and you definitely don't need to be persuaded by the societal whatever's from where you're from. I don't know what they are because in Hydra there weren't really any social pressures, and over here we're all tiny. So
I've never been to Hydra. What's it like?
Very technologically advanced, great public transport, really good universities, and most things come free. I mean, like you work to get all the nice things, but there's like universal basic income and there's universal basic everything, food and such. But you can work and get some extra cash if you want to get some extra things and stuff. But it's all really nice over there. Like, granted, I probably would have chosen to stay over there if I wasn't needed back here because this is a desert where we live in rocks. But maybe some point someone will go back here. Whatever.
Exactly. But for now, you go and get yourself rested. You've had a hard day. As have we. I need something to eat and drink. Well, I think we'll head over and the communal place for now and see what's going on there.
Yeah.
Food available, fine. If not, we'll head back to our carriage.
Yeah, I should probably check in with some friends as well.
Yes. I'm sorry about all the stuff that's happened.
Yeah, I've mostly just been kind of like not thinking about it, separating that for now.
Yes, of course.
Focused.
Well, we may see you possibly in the morning. We'll see how things go.
Yeah. Or if we need anything fixed, I could probably do it.
That's very kind.
Although I imagine you could probably do that anyway. But yeah,
Bester's pretty good with the hands.
I can add a thing. No one seems to want these, but like on your carriage, I can add a thing. Like, no, I don't know why everyone's against this. Okay, so you have like a light on both sides at the back, maybe at the front. Okay, and like if someone's behind you, you can make whichever way you're turning flash. To sort of like indicate which direction you're going, because then people can follow behind you and know which way you're going. Because at the moment, I feel like it's chaos. I haven't been to a big city, but or at least I haven't been to a big city where carriages are a big thing. But like, it must be chaos with people not knowing where you're going.
Normally, you just look over your shoulder and say, "I'm going that way." I guess you're sitting on the top where you can see the chap behind.
I was thinking of calling them flashes.
Yes, well, that. Yes, you could do that. There are other things called flashes, I believe.
Yeah, like when people flash their naked body at you, those are also called flashers.
What?
When people
It would be memorable then if you call it that. No one will forget it.
That is true.
Okay, but like, how often are people flashing their naked bodies at people? That cannot be a common occurrence.
I think it's happened to me 3 times today.
Oh, God. 3 times today?
I used to work on the docks in maybe medium-sized town. There would be probably a dozen drunk people that did it daily.
I used to be on board ships an awful lot, and when the crew got drunk, there's some things I would prefer not to have seen.
Okay, people don't really get drunk around here, so.
Like a penis, right, Captain? Is that
That's amongst the many things, yes.
Right,
yes,
I got you.
I'm going to have to leave now.
So maybe not flashers. What about blinkers?
Blinkers, but they're not blinking. They don't close, do they?
Fair. Back to the drawing board.
Yeah, I just need something that implies that it indicates. I couldn't tell you.
Oh, indicators.
No, that's ridiculous.
Indicators.
Indicatees.
Turn signals.
Indicatees.
Yeah, indicatees.
No.
Why don't you call them driving lights that go on the front and the back?
Mm-hmm. How about flashy lighters?
Light. I'll think.
That you are. Anyway, for the moment, I'm tired. I'm going to get myself something to drink. I'll see you in the morning. I'm going to head off.
All right. You walk out.
I am following the
Get
captain.
nice
It was nice working with you, Tonk. Hope to work with you again.
You wander in the general direction of the center. You were told there's a gathering sort of catering place. Are you just going to wander around until you find one?
So you wander into the center, and then just anybody we see wandering around will say, "Excuse me, do you know where the eatery is?"
Well, you're pointed towards. There's with a bit of translation issue. There's 2 different places. You end up first being pointed to what seems to be more of a food preparation place, not really somewhere that serves food, more of a big kitchen. And then eventually you're led over to just equivalent of a tavern, just this very large hollowed dome, lots of little connected chambers all around the side of it. classically as the other ones. You've got these big shutter doors which appear to be open currently. Damaged in quite a few places, like enough for the suns to shine through, although at this point the suns would have probably gone down, but there's holes in the top. One of the outbuildings has been crunched in. It's not looking particularly well, and the inside would usually be quite a nice, like, it's divided into maybe some lounging areas and then also some like eating areas. A lot of it seems to be low tables with cushions, that style of eating. There's a couple places where there are some chairs and tables. Perhaps people can't so easily get down to the floor, perhaps for guests such as yourself. And then there's like a very generic bar type thing. It's not like what you'd be used to with wine bottles and other bottles on the back and glasses hanging in a big platform. It's more just like a few tables. And then some people who are possibly chefs or servers or something behind it. It's all very informal, seemingly. You'd see there's not many people in here, maybe 20, 30. It doesn't fill up much of this huge area. They're all eating different things. Some perhaps have brought food with them and just using it as a space to eat. Some might have got food from here. There's lots of different various foods. You'd possibly be seeing, let's see, where I put it. There you go. So of the food, you'd be seeing some kind of like a meat and vegetables mixed type of thing. So I get the correct things. So there's like a stew with vegetables. There's a sort of like meat and vegetables type thing, and then there's some kind of vegetable wrapped something with a dip. Not really sure what any of these are, obviously.
Always happy to try something new. Once you want to stroll over to the what looks like where people are picking food up from. Good evening.
Hello. You are not from here.
No, we're making our way across the desert and came across your lovely towns. I'm sorry to see all the problems you've had.
It has been a very difficult day, but we will continue at least for now as we can. People still need to eat, so we will still feed.
Well, that was. But I wouldn't mind trying a little of the local dishes. I've not eaten this style of food before. It looks very, very nice. How much would that cost us?
No, we do not. Yes, sorry, I know that non-deserts, you tend to like exchange and pay for food. No, is no charge for food here.
That's very, very kind of you.
He's not kind. Is necessary. We are a community. I've never understood this. If you don't have wealth, then you cannot eat. Everybody needs to eat.
Can we make an addition for the community then? I'll offer some of the berry miss berries.
Yeah, I mean, very kind. We have quite a few in back. Happy, like very nice kind, but it would not be like we have quite a large storage of. So if you want to keep them for yourself,
we've got a bit.
It would not, but kind if you want, or if you want, I can take these and prepare them for you.
Oh, do you have Ozzy? Do you have any of the food left over that you create?
Oh, yeah, we've got we've got loads of that, but it's it'll go bad in like tomorrow morning, I guess.
It's kind. You do not need to provide. You are guests here, so you do not need to provide. We will provide you food.
That's very, very kind.
No, we have 3 things we can try. You can try. I don't know if you've eaten Remkin food before.
No, I haven't. No.
Nope.
Has anybody else eaten? No.
No, the veggies there look pretty good though.
I was like, you take a seat. We will bring stuff over. We'll tell you what it is.
Don't worry about bringing something for me. I have a funny stomach. I can't eat anything.
We will bring food for everyone. If you don't eat, it's okay.
It goes right through them.
Because I have a stomach. Because that's a thing everyone's got.
We drinks as well. Shall we just bring platter?
Sure.
What do you want?
Yes, that'd be lovely. I'd very much like to try the local food.
Nothing for me, thanks. I have a funny liver.
Liver. Okay.
Well, we bring out anyway, and then if you have, you have. If not, then it's okay.
Thank you. That's very kind. I will just continue over here then.
Yes, wherever. Get comfortable. I know you'd wander over, just take a seat.
And go, tired.
Yeah, it's a good maybe 10 minutes before anything comes over, which actually for most restaurants is quite fast. And someone comes over, different to who was serving you initially, with this big tray. Kind of incredible that they're holding such like a massive tray. In fact, because they've got quite short arms, they'd be like holding it above their head. Like this gigantic platter style thing, and they just like dump it down, and then someone else comes out and puts 4 different jugs down on the table and puts out some glasses.
Thank you.
And they say, and I won't do the accent to make it much easier for you to actually hear what I'm saying for this bit. So you are given 3 different types of food. One is called kortaf, which is, so they have a thing called pech, which is like a baked bread made from a grain, from a botic grain, stuffed with spiced sturge being those bat-like creatures that you you fought, mixed with just vegetables and all that. So it's more like a sort of stuffed bread type thing. There's atak gorem, which is stewed sturge in a bone broth with vegetables, which is eaten over a thing called orab, which is kind of basically rice. And then there's gortaka, which is orab again, which is that ricey stuff, and shredded sturge, heavily spiced and wrapped in cactus skin. So you'll have had things before which are wrapped in like leaves, those like tightly packaged.
Yes.
So it's like that, and then there's a little dip next to it, which you're told is a berrymus berry dip.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then the 4 drinks you have, I honestly think Rowan will just get happy from the names I've given these. The first one is called chuka chuka, which is berrymus tea.
Oh yes, very nice.
Which you are told, when it's boiled and prepared as such, it gets rid of the hallucinogenic properties. So it's more like a hibiscus or something. You have jupajua juice.
Jupajua juice.
Jupajua juice, which is juice made from the jupajua fruit. You have kitish, which is fermented botic root, so that's alcoholic, and lebat, which is kind of like a beer kind of drink. And if you try them, I shall tell you what they taste like. Because yes, I wrote all this out because why wouldn't I?
Well, Monty enjoys travelling. He's going to take a little bit of everything just to see what it's like.
Food's great. The meat is relatively tough because it seems like, there's not like a big steak. They're basically bats, so it's like they just take whatever meat they can and use it rather than cutting off cuts in the same way. But it tastes very nice. It's spiced extremely well. You'd be surprised to see quite a variety of vegetables because you've not seen anywhere the vegetables can grow.
No, I was thinking, yeah, it's a desert.
Yeah, the bread is like really like dense, quite nice, but more like an American biscuit. That kind of like dense, doughy kind of stuff. Rice kind of stuff is very starchy. It's all very nice, very filling, very hearty, very filling, and it's all served cold because.
And the drinks?
The drinks, the chuka chuka, like I said, is basically a tea. So, again, cold, but it's like a hibiscus tea.
Wait, why is it all cold?
Because it's currently like 25, 30 degrees Celsius outside. It's hot. In fact, it's hotter inside because these domes hold the heat.
So you wouldn't want a hot drink?
Yeah. I'm just wondering how they cool it.
Magic. Fridge. Or when I say cold, I don't mean it's like iced. I just mean it's not hot out of an oven. Like it's cooked and then it just goes room temperature kind of stuff. Jupajua juice is like a bitter, floral, and ever so slightly caffeinated drink. Ketish, which is the fermented botic root, is like a very sweet and frothy drink, which you're told is like basically shotted. It's a very viscous drink that you shot, like somewhere between a liquid and jelly.
Yeah.
And Labatt is beer, so it's milky in color, bitter and hoppy with a slightly honeyed taste. You would all find the first time you drink it that there's a sandy residue that kind of settles to the bottom that you're not like with coffee. If it's quite grainy, you just meant to leave it there. I will say a lot of these, like the drinks there, Sarah came up with a lot of that. So I'll say thank you to her.
Pesto wants the Jupajua juice.
Yeah.
They don't want to be anywhere near the one that looks like a jelly.
It doesn't look like jelly. It's just quite. It's not like as thick as like if you were pouring syrup, but it's definitely thicker than just any kind of water. Yeah, very sweet.
I hate thick liquids.
But does pesto?
Yes. This is not something I can divide from myself.
Ozzy just gets to stare at it all.
This all looks edible.
It's very nice.
You know, Ozzy, just a pro tip. The more you talk about how or why you don't eat, the more suspicious it looks.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because I thought that I'd need to provide a justification for it.
Not unless they ask.
People won't notice unless you draw attention to it.
Yeah.
Oh, all right then.
It's easier to just be served the food or drink and then let it sit.
But won't it be a bit rude if they come back and they're like, "Oh, you haven't eaten any of your food," and I'll be like, "No," and I'm not going to say about why.
If they ask or if it comes up, obviously.
Yeah, if they ask, you give an excuse.
But don't volunteer it. So if they come back and look quizzical, you could say, "Yeah, I'm sorry, not feeling very well this evening," that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right, okay.
But comments along the lines of, "I normally eat like any ordinary human being, but not today," are slightly more suspicious.
You're right. I should stay away from that because I'm currently a dwarf,
Yes.
and I don't know the dietary habits of dwarfs compared to humans.
Very true. Neither do I.
Well, the only
beer, I think.
Niffy's human, isn't she? Or is she a half elf?
I don't know, actually.
I'm trying to remember what Niffy's ears look like.
She's a half elf.
I'm human. Well, I was human, but I sort of am human.
Yeah, but Niffy's currently half human, and so I probably shouldn't assume that her dietary habits are the same for all human-y people.
I'm 1/8 human.
Well, good. Are you?
I don't know if I believe it.
No, I'm not.
Even like me, GM Alex, was a little bit like,
you looked worried.
did I prove that? I mean, it's fine, I guess, but
far too many questions about the origin of your species, Pesto.
This juice is great.
I take it the mood in this hall is quite subdued.
Surprisingly more, not joyous, but a bit more upbeat than you might expect. It doesn't feel like a wake after a funeral or anything. People are more reveling in who is left than who they've lost. It's more of a community together type thing. There is obviously still, a sadness, but it's not a we all need to mourn. This is horrific. It's more a celebrate the lives they had type of deal. Though presumably some people will be more affected than others because it's just people. So it's not like there's music playing and it's raucous and everyone's having drinks and everything. It's more just casual conversation, possibly people just checking in with other people, seeing if they need anything. If you hear any conversations, people asking if they need any repairs done, if they've got anything, any of their house is broken, if they have beds that they can sleep in, blah blah blah, that kind of stuff. So it's very community focused.
Is there any music playing?
There would not be. You can see a little stage where there might sometimes be music playing, but there is not currently.
I'll go over to the guy or you can say whether it's a guy or a lady, who is the individual who was who we were talking to earlier, and say, I am in my spare time an entertainer of sorts. Would it lift the spirits if I was singing a song, or
possibly the wrong tone?
Would that not? That's what I was thinking. That's why I thought I'd check with you first. I didn't.
Unless you know any Remkin folk songs, which could maybe a little bit bring together community, but possibly not.
Do I know any Remkin folks? I think that's highly unlikely.
I think it's extremely unlikely, since you've never met the Remkins.
Sometimes there are tunes which go across different cultures.
True, but you wouldn't know that they are Remkin.
Exactly.
So your default would be, no, I don't know any.
No, probably not. No, that's fine. Just thought I'd mention it. That's fine. I mean, you could hum one, and I might be able to pick it up. I'm pretty good at music.
I still think he's not best tone for situation. Maybe a couple days if you're still around.
Fair enough. That's absolutely fine. If it's not going to help the situation, definitely don't want to do it. I'll be off then. Thank you very much for the food, which is excellent, by the way.
It's okay.
I'm going to head off and then a bit of sleep. I'm feeling rather tired.
Yes.
Good night to you. Chaps, I'm heading back to the... Oh, actually, where are we sleeping tonight? Are we going to sleep in the carriage, or are we going to find somewhere else to sleep?
We should probably sleep in the carriage, just because we know it. We can update the other two on what's going on.
True.
And figure out our plans. Plus, if our new friend wants to come find us, that's where they're going to go, I'd have thought.
True. And also, it's a defensible position should those Baddies turn up again. Crack.
Oh yeah, how likely is that?
Now you have no idea.
Should we ask someone?
I don't suppose they'll know. We could ask. Don't really want to rub salt in the wound at the moment.
No, that serves no medicinal purpose.
Exactly. Although it can be a good way of killing bugs. That's not the point. But I'm going to head back to the thingy. If you two chaps want to stay here, that's fine. I'll see you when you come back.
No, I'll come with you. I don't want you to be murdered on the way.
That's very, very kind. Neither do I. That's handy.
All right, bye, Pesto.
Pesto, you coming or are you staying here?
I'm gonna stop by Tongue's workshop on the way back.
Don't work all night. You need some rest.
You
You need some rest.
Yeah.
Is that an order, Captain? Should I make Pesto rest?
No. Well, Pesto knows what they're doing. I just don't want them to overdo it.
I'm used to 2 to 4 hours of sleep. That's normal.
Good. Well, let's just don't overdo it, right? We'll see you tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Well, you'd be walking like sort of the same way and then split off.
They're so small. They're not giving the body the chance to grow because they're only sleeping 2 to 4 hours a night.
It's possible. I don't think that's the case. It is possible, but that's Pesto's choice.
You'd walk through the streets and not much has changed. Like it doesn't seem like people are still moving bodies, but the piles are still there. It's one of those like that's not something you resolve particularly quickly. So as gracefully as they can be, you can see that a couple of them have now got like coverings starting to be put over the piles to make it possibly a little bit more decent, but a difficult situation at the best of times. But yeah, you'd walk through the streets, very quiet. Seemingly it's late for the Remkins. There's no one really like wandering around the equivalent of streets as you head back to the carriage. Pesto, as you get back to the workshop, like just as you kind of get to the door and before you step in, you just like very vaguely hear like a soft like sobbing from inside.
I should go back to the carriage.
Yeah, so you think perhaps if you knew her better, maybe, but maybe a little awkward. Maybe it's the awkwardness that leads you away rather than the like responsible nature. But yeah,
it's I don't know what to do with this.
Yeah, and you'll eventually get back to the carriage. Grim is just like sitting on top of the carriage, just looking out into the desert. I mean, as much as he can. Like he has a limited visibility, so obviously he notices you as you come in. You don't see Niffy straight away, and as you wander over, he's just like, I see you all are back again.
Yes, evening, Grim. Yes, been trying to help where we can. There's a lot to do.
That's alright. I wasn't sure if I should leave the carriage or not. Yeah, I think Niffy fell asleep. She had a long day. You've all had quite a long day.
Absolutely. Pesto's decided to stay and do some work on the chassis or whatever it was they were working on.
Well, they're right behind you.
Hey.
What? I thought you were...
Well, I didn't take very long.
You're taking my words of advice about getting some sleep, are you?
No, I heard crying from inside the workshop and decided I don't know what to do with that and left.
I see, yes. Oh dear.
You was crying and not like an axle that needs some grease or something.
I think it's possible.
I'm pretty familiar with those sounds. Yeah.
Oh well. Let them have some peace and quiet for now. We'll see how they are in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Been a lot of discussions going on. I can't understand a word they're saying, but seems everyone's quite affected by this.
I'm not surprised. It's a pretty nasty thing to happen.
We do have an extra one of those things, don't we?
You have 2 wristbands, a necklace, and a tiara. I believe the tiara is the one that's not being worn by the 3 of you because you wanted to rather hilariously give that to Niffy. We were only given 4.
Well, I don't need one.
Yeah.
Because I got my thing.
You in a combination, what you were given was 2 wristbands, a necklace, and a tiara, all of which are able to translate from American to common and common.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is you could give it to
Grim.
Grim, yes.
Yes. It does take one of my things. One of my infusions.
I mean, Niffy's asleep for now, so.
That's very true.
True.
So, Grim, you don't sleep, do you? So...
Here you go, Grim. A hat on a hat on a hat.
Just hand him the tiara. Like, very fetching. Clonk.
Oh, yes. Yes, very fetching indeed. So we don't have some sort of device for capturing an image.
I fear you are making fun of me.
I think it looks very fetching. Distinguished, even.
I'm an oddity at the best of times, so.
Yes. I know.
You're a friend at the best of times.
That's exactly right. We're all pretty odd in this little company.
Yeah, I'm 1/8 human. That's pretty weird.
1/8 human. Which 8th is it exactly? One of your feet, perhaps?
Maybe.
Right, I'm going to get some sleep and see what I look like in the morning.
All right. I'll just wait out here. Not much to do.
What a wonder, Pesto. If you're 1/8 human and 1/2 dragon boulder, what's the rest of you?
Mapak, probably.
There you go.
It's just the end of the conversation.
That's it. Ask the question, got the answer. No worries.
Cool.
Okay. And you rest and get your long rests for that night. It's up to you. I don't know if you're wanted to make any rolls or anything for like watches and things, but I'm assuming that you were not.
Not particularly. I mean, we're in the town now, so
yeah.
We probably should, just in case of another attack.
As long as you're not near the. I mean, I'm assuming that the town have people on guard or on watch.
You can't see anyone exactly where you are. Of course, you don't know whether there are others around and such. Grim obviously is also just sort of sitting on top of the carriage.
But if Grim doesn't mind sort of keeping an eye out for us.
Yeah. Well, he got a natural 20, a 4, and a 3. So, at least part of it, he's sure. And yeah, eventually you are... I guess you just wake up naturally because there's no windows in your carriage. As the suns start blazing from above. Depending on how early you get up, but the suns are up really early.
We get up whatever time we normally get up. Probably with this not long after the sun rises.
Yeah.
And what do I look like this morning?
Isma.
Oh, really?
Isma. Usually, obviously, Isma have like a pastel light color, but because of the way your coloring is, you do not. You just like the blue. But you're very tall, very muscular.
With a halo.
Yes, a halo that looks like horns, except not attached to the head, sort of like slightly floating above, some horns that kind of curve back and sort of make a semicircle with tips at the back.
Interesting. Do I have a mirror?
I'm assuming there's a mirror inside the carriage, yeah.
Wake up in the morning. Well, okay, I still fit inside the carriage, that's good. Let's have a look. I'm not wearing my mask across to sleep, so... not bad. Just like my normal body.
Chiseled jawline, rippling muscles. I've turned back into me!
Morning, everybody.
Morning.
Morning.
Pesto looks noticeably bulkier.
You appear to have expanded.
Careful.
Not exactly. I mean, I don't suppose you've been overeating at night. Are you all right?
I made some tweaks to my armor.
I say.
Try to push me.
But you okay, I'll try and push him.
Is this something that needs a check?
No, it's an infusion. It looks like I'm about to be knocked over, and then just like a little orange light keeps me balanced.
Oh.
It's like another little hand pushing me back up.
That's jolly clever. I like that.
Yeah. And it should help if I try to do manual labor.
Yeah, I suppose you can hold something behind you. That's quite handy.
You look pretty big today. You mind if I try to lift you?
Well, carry on. Yes.
Your weight doesn't
I was just going to say, my weight
change.
change? I don't know, actually.
I reckon there might be like minor variations, but in general, not much change.
Let's not pretend Pesto could have lifted.
Exactly.
I mean, that's very true. That's very true.
When I lift you up, you hear whirring from like the elbow joints. They're just kind of reinforcing and.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah.
That's very good. Just be a little bit careful because I'm quite tall and this carriage isn't very big. Ow!
I have infused the armor of strength.
You put some pistons on your elbows.
Okay.
And a few other places.
Excellent. Okay.
Yes.
Very useful.
I think I'm now the strongest of us.
What does that make your strength?
The same as my intelligence modifier. Or the same as my intelligence, yeah.
Which is
+4.
So,
4.
that's the
Grim
same
is
as Grim. The same as Grim.
Cool.
Grim's at a
There we
+4.
go.
and so Monty will say, right, okay, let's do an arm wrestle then. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, go!
You're so surprised, like half your body just flips over.
my,
Pesto just like basically pivots you around your like
Yes.
center point.
I was hoping this new body would make me a little bit stronger, but apparently not. Yeah, well.
Let me add that to my sheet.
The good news is that when he does flip me sideways, I just sort of flip in the air and come down on my feet.
Or you just flip and hold upside down because you can fly.
That's true. Stand on the ceiling. Right. So, I wonder what happened to our friend who we came here with. His name was also forgotten. What was he called? It was a couple of weeks ago.
Correct.
Carrick, that's right.
Correct.
Because there's the crack and Kurek, just to keep it one nice and confusing.
Mm-hmm. And you're in the city of Crep.
Seems to be a common Remkin language thing.
Yes.
Etymology.
So we haven't seen him since he arrived, have we? He went dashing off. Carrick, I think.
Yes.
Right, chaps. So before we head out into the city, how long are we going to stay here for? Because obviously this was only supposed to be a stopping point on our journey across the desert.
That is up to you, Captain. Yeah.
Up to you. You're the captain.
Well,
We can leave now if you want.
I mean, I'm happy to stay for maybe another day just to see if we can help anymore. But after that, we can't stay indefinitely. But if we can let's see if we can do anything else for them today. And if they have anything, maybe we set off at lunchtime-ish.
If you wanted, Captain, we probably could stay here indefinitely. It would mean abandoning the ship and, not ever seeing, what's his face in, who's stayed on the ship again. Never getting to our destination. But if you wanted to stay here, these people probably would let us.
Very true, but I think that's pleasant as it would be to have a city to stay in. I think at the moment we have tasks to perform, so we'll just see if we can do any more help this morning, and if everything's in control, we'll head off at midday.
So you step out of the carriage?
So anybody wants to go do anything, we'll be back here at midday, if not before.
I've got some questions about any local, what's it that we might encounter, like monsters and stuff. I'm a bit surprised, Captain. I thought that you'd want to go and rescue their, demigod fella.
Their demigod fella?
Yeah, that was what happened in the attack. They came, they killed a bunch of people, they stole... Do you remember Pesto was telling us what Kirik was saying about, they have this one angelic demigod fella who gets chosen by their god that they worship? That guy was taken. I'm pretty sure that was what happened. Alex's facial expressions aren't telling me anything.
Oh, no, completely wrong. But I'm letting Ozzy be wrong.
What?
I mean,
for my benefit,
it's rooted in it's rooted in some level of truth, but completely misunderstood or misremembered.
Damn it! I was so confident about that.
There are many of those God-touched Remkin.
Yeah, from a meta perspective, the Godkin there are multiple of, but only a definite number of. So when one dies, another is born. They are like ASMR in that they are born from celestial power, and they weren't taken; they were all killed. But yeah, apart from that, you were close.
Oh, I thought that it was one guy who'd been taken.
Yeah, no.
Gotcha. Yes, that is a misunderstanding.
I understand. I was just about to say I thought you perhaps were thinking of those.
But it's up to you if Ozzy misremembers. Just make it canon.
Yeah.
Oh, just seems like the kind of thing that you'd normally be interested in, Captain, to go and do like a rescue and stuff.
I know what you mean. At least I don't think there's anybody to rescue at the moment. Actually, yeah, they seem to have all been sadly killed during the attack. So I don't believe anybody's been taken that needs rescuing.
Oh,
Certainly that.
well then these crack fellas aren't very good at taking hostages, are they?
I don't
It's
think.
a vital skill if you're going to be in the sort of looting and pillaging game.
I think they, from what we've seen of them, what we've heard, I don't think they have that kind of mental capacity. They're more like almost animals, just wanting to kill. So I don't think they're really.
Oh,
That's the impression I'm getting. They don't seem to be organized like that particularly.
in that case, I'm even more surprised that you just want to leave these people here defenseless.
They did say
But
that.
you know what? That's personal growth, and I'm proud of you.
They did say this attack came from inside, so I think they're a little smarter than just animals trying to kill.
Well, yes, but they don't seem to have a sort of a. They're not trying to conquer and rule. As far as I can see, they just attack and kill. I mean, but the thing is, it's an endemic problem with a lot of people, and we can't do anything just to forms.
Endemic.
Well, 5.
The meaning of the word endemic.
Built in, as it were, it's part of the sort of.
Like you get a cold and there's no cure because it just kind of sort of keeps going around. You'll never get rid of it.
That's pandemic or epidemic.
Didn't they also?
No, they become endemic when you can't stop them anymore.
Didn't they also mention that this was like an incursion? This is like an incursion of some kind. They're not like. I think that this may have been a thing that I surmised, but I thought this was like an invasion from like a portal of some kind.
Oh yes, that's right. That was mentioned, wasn't it?
You hear Grimm's voice through the like
tube thing,
communication trumpet thing that just says, "Everybody's gone."
What? Pardon? I'll come outside.
Yeah.
You step outside and just like you can't see a lot of the settlement from where you are, but there's just nobody.
Hello. Hello. I'm going to fly up to about 30 feet and look over the top of the houses.
Give me a perception.
A percepzione. I haven't got my dice out yet.
Yeah, roll dice. I know. Roll dice. Who'd have thought?
That is a 19. 19.
Yeah. You can see not very well from where you are, but it appears something is happening in the center of town. You know what? It just like you're presuming what you can see is crowd.
Looks like they're all gathered together in the center.
Let's go check it out.
Grim, you might as well stay here, protect the carriage, and Niffy. She doesn't seem to have woken up yet. We'll be back shortly.
Okay.
I just think it's worth as well, Captain. I was thinking about it while I was thinking about the nature of the universe again last night. And I think I can just sort of ask the universe or some kind of deity or something for an answer, and we might get one.
That is very useful little trait to have. Keep it in your back pocket, ready to use should we need it. Right, I'm going to walk down the stairs, the non-existent stairs in the sky, back down to the floor level.
Yes.
Let's go. And I shall stride off.
Yeah.
In hopefully the right direction.
I follow.
Well, you're going inwards, and you were just in the sky, so you'd have a pretty good idea.
Inwards.
Yeah, you head through. It's weird that like you can hear distant as you get further towards the center, like some kind of noise going on, but like there's just no one around. Like the very few, maybe like 2 people you see, they are also quite quickly moving towards the center.
So whatever it is has just happened.
If you're close enough to one, I'll say, "Excuse me, where's everyone going?"
They seem to like note that you're asking, but just sort of like keep hurrying forwards.
Fair enough then.
I think you got ignored.
Yeah, they're obviously preoccupied with something.
I think the kids call that you got blanked.
Yes, I did believe it.
Well, it's 150 years ago, that's what they called it. I've not really spoken to any children since.
Yeah, I don't chat with children on a regular basis, I have to say. Let's head to the centre and see what happens.
You wander into the center, and you can see as you get close.
We stride
over to the center. Sorry, you see a gigantic crowd. I've actually written a gigantic crown, which would be hilarious.
Oh my god, that train is gigantic.
A gigantic crowd has formed in the central plaza, with a few people standing on a temporary stage, speaking out into the crowd. And as you get in, you can hear them speaking loudly out to everybody, who actually, as you get close, seem excited, very disparate to what has been the general mood, but they all seem almost giddy. And you hear them say, "Yesterday was inarguably one of the most disastrous days in our history. The Krek have caused chaos beyond what we could ever imagine, and brought us to our knees, to a time of desperation and pain. But in the ashes of the Stokan, a new age is reborn, one of power and community, and most importantly, one of love. Today that rebirth begins, as we bear witness to the rebirth of a Konchak, sent by Hetcher to aid us in our plight, to help us remove the cancer that has penetrated our beautiful sands." And he starts gesturing into the air, doing some kind of droning song that everyone around you joins in on, this very odd, halfway between a chant and a song. Possibly some people just don't know the tune, possibly there isn't really one, but people just have a little fun with it.
I'll get my bagpipes out.
But more interesting than that, you don't understand it. None of you understand.
Unless it's, what are languages?
Sure.
Dwarvish or Elvish? Probably not.
I reckon it's probably angelic or celestial, whatever the fuck it's called.
I tell you what,
I'm at Esima.
Monty. You don't understand it, but it has the same kind of form as the Elven. Let's see, where are you from? You probably know more Perwin.
Yeah.
It kind of has similar form to that. Like every now and again you think like, is that a word I know? But it's definitely not a language you understand. It just has very similar vibes.
Cadence, yeah.
Yeah. In which case, I don't need to read this bit because you don't know what they're singing. I had written this in anticipation of Pesto knowing what's going on. As this happens, this chanting, a person exits from a building to the right, holding a small and rather adorable child, its eyes glowing orange, and this person holds it into the air as the crowd just starts cheering and throwing scraps of colourful paper into the air, kind of like confetti, that flitters down to the ground gently, rather beautifully in the suns. They all start singing again. This time it is in a language that you understand. It's just a repeated phrase that says, "We will rejoice together as we are one." And they just start doing it again and again and again very happily. A band starts playing some rather local music and everyone starts dancing, and it very quickly and immediately turns into a celebration.
I've got a question.
For whom?
Probably for like these people, but like I'm going to run it past you because it seems like it could be venturing into the insensitive.
Yes.
So, like, they have these God-touched fellas, and then when they die, another one is immediately born, right?
Yes. So we are told, yes.
Yeah, but what if there's no one who's, like, pregnant?
Can appear, possibly.
Do they just, like, have a rapid onset pregnancy and it's just random, or like
no one's ever said,
have they just got lucky the next day?
No one's ever said to us where the god king come from, so I don't know if they are born naturally or if they just appear out of thin air.
Oh, that's true. They could just sort of like materialize, I guess.
Yeah, possible.
What a disturbing thought. I don't like that at all. I don't like either of those.
No, exactly. Neither. I'm going to go up to somebody who's near me who's singing and dancing.
Yeah, they're all dancing around. Yeah.
Excuse me, we're visitors here. Don't really understand what's going on. What's happening?
You're like they kind of half seem to be paying attention to what you're saying. They're just like, it's a celebration. As they just like grab your arms and start like dancing around with you.
Okay, Nicky. I'm quite good at dancing, so that's fine. What are you celebrating?
The birth of the Konchak.
The birth of the Konchak. That would be the child with the orange eyes we just saw.
Yes.
Oh, so that's one of the godkin.
Yes.
Yes, of course. I see. where do they actually come from? I mean, they're naturally born, but born as a godkin. Is that how it works? I mean,
Where do they come from? Well, you're not taught this as a child.
yes, that's what I. Yes, okay. So they're would they not have been a godkin then if they already had been godkin here? They would have been an ordinary child.
What?
Well, I mean, as I understood it, you have a certain number of godkin.
Yes.
And you've only if a godkin.
I think more like a maximum.
Oh, I see. Yes. Oh, I see. So this is going. This will be a protector of you before. How long did it take for godkin?
It's rare that we have none. Well, technically there is one other, but he's young. But it's rare we end up with none. Usually it's one for one as they die. Whoever is pregnant, it happens by the god.
Understood. I see. Well, I'm glad to see you have a godkin who will eventually be able to defend you.
Not on their own. We will need lots of pregnant.
Yes. How long?
Oh, well, that's why you're all celebrating. I understand.
It's best just to sort of nod, I find. So how long would it take your godkin to be able to defend? Is it big enough to defend your village, town?
Well, for them to go from nothing to something. Let me scroll through my notes. It's written somewhere. Just bear with me for 1 second. Where is it?
Very organised of you to carry these notes around.
I keep them everywhere, just in case.
Admirable.
God damn it. They are mature within a year.
Really? My goodness.
Yeah, so training and such is quite natural, but maybe a year and a half before they are able to defend properly.
Good, excellent. What happens in the meantime, though, if you get attacked again?
We hope we don't get attacked. We have, the army and the technology, the mech suits. It's not as good, but make do with what we have. And yeah.
I see. While we're speaking of that, the attack yesterday, terrible as it was, where did they actually come from? The attackers.
No, this is not public knowledge.
Oh.
I don't want to speak of rumors. Like, if you need to know this, you'll have to speak to someone more important.
Should you perhaps leave out your notes on the page where it says the rumors, and we'll just look at it?
We've already heard the rumors.
Yeah, sent to the town somewhere.
Yeah, they might have been rumors.
Who actually is in charge here? Because we haven't really spoken to them.
You want to talk to Asher, leader of the council.
Oh, I see. Where would we? I mean, obviously at the moment everyone's far too busy. But where would we find Asher?
Council building?
Yeah, forgive me. Which one?
Don't worry about it right now, though. We're celebrating.
Well, not now. No. Which building would it be when we want to?
Just in case we were thinking of maybe doing this. It's the big one over there.
That's very kind. Well, congratulations on your godkin.
It's not mine.
Your collective, not your personal.
Oh, collective, yeah. I'm not ready to be a father. Especially not to godkin. This is big responsibility.
I'm sure it is. Yes. Well, lovely. Thank you very much for all your help.
And as you're ending the conversation, he's doing a yeah, as obviously someone's getting his attention. He just wanders back off into the crowds.
Bye. You get all that, chaps?
Mm-hmm.
So this is a godkin celebration.
Mm-hmm. No, feels a little weird.
It's nice they have something to celebrate after the rather nasty day they had yesterday.
Yeah.
My first instinct wouldn't have been to gather up into a big vulnerable crowd, but I've been fighting and killing people for a long time, so maybe that's just my instinct.
Yeah, you're a little more on edge than most.
That is true. Your experience is different.
It's true. I guess maybe because when I died, my nerves were quite strayed, and I was frayed, and I was tense. Maybe that never really went away, and I've just gotten used to it.
Well, to be fair, you don't have a nervous system anymore.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If that's what just the state it was in when I was sort of semi-preserved, wonder if that had any lasting consequences that I've not thought about.
It's not like you can have a shoulder massage, is it?
I could have a shoulder blade massage.
Yes. I'm not sure you can massage bone, can you? I don't know.
Well, I guess it's the act itself, not the sort of the result on the thing that you do it to.
Possibly.
Maybe I'll ask Niffy as part of our bonding.
You could ask, but if she's not keen, I wouldn't push it too hard if I were you.
Oh no, that'd be weird.
Yes. Right. Well, shall we speak with this Asher before we leave, or shall we just head off?
It's up to you. We can also try and find Kirik if you want.
Yeah, I would like to
say goodbye.
I would like to see him before we go. I'm going to take off again and go up about 20, 30 feet. So I'm looking down to the crowd and see if I can see him.
Don't see him in the crowd. You do see a lot of people like, oh my god, that person is flying.
Hello! Anyone seen Carrick?
There's another flutter of confetti that just some of it just flutters all around you.
Thank you. Hello, Carrick. I'm just I'm just basically strolling, but in midair of the crowd. Carrick, hello. Anyone seen Carrick around at all? No.
Doesn't appear so.
I'll head over towards the stage area.
Yeah, there's no one on the stage anymore. The people who were there seem to have come down. Whoever was holding the child is obviously taking the child away. This is probably not a great environment for a newborn child. But, yeah, it's just sort of when I say temporary stage, I mean, maybe the sort of thing that gets rolled out and, pseudo-constructed, from parts. So it's not anything particularly
I'm just looking
special.
for any group of people that look slightly better dressed, or with guards, or that look like they might be in a separate group, someone who might...
Give me a perception.
A percezione. That is... that's not bad. That's a 16.
A 16. You... In the groups in front of you don't see anybody wearing this, but you do see over by this building that was pointed out as a council-type building, there are a couple of what you could assume to be guards in front of it. They're wearing pseudo-battle gear.
Oh.
Some armor-type stuff with some tech on it.
I'll stroll over in that direction, and as I pass the edge of the crowd, I just walk down the invisible stairs again, back down to the ground level.
The other two of you following, just watching the captain wander off?
Yep. Always following.
Yeah, following.
How you get over? They don't stop you as you get over towards the.
I'm not going to get
direction.
past it. I'm going to go up to sort of near, but not in their face, sort of thing. And say, "Morning, chap."
I see that someone has already told you that Escher wants to speak with you.
No, we didn't want to have a word with him. No, we hadn't heard. I see. Oh, that's jolly interesting. You haven't seen Carrick around anywhere, have you?
I do not know a Carrick.
No, fair enough. It was just a long shot. Okay, well, are we okay to go in then? If Asher wants to... we didn't quite know where we were going inside when we get inside there.
He's all signposted.
Is it? Fine. What signpost are we looking for? Did it say Asher?
Well, you want to look for council chambers.
Thank you. Okay. Well, thank you very much indeed. We'll no doubt see you later when we pop out.
You wander into this open starting area. It's like the equivalent of a very fancy town building with the floor being a bit more slab, with pattern on them, some
like a mosaic pattern.
Yeah, sort of, but big slabs rather than tiny stuff.
Like a big, impressive sort of entrancey area. Kind of.
Yes, except of course it's a dome. You didn't see from before, but it seems the center of the center of
as I walk in,
the center of the middle of the dome is all glass, at the top, which does look very impressive until about 15 doves fly into it.
Yeah,
as your trumpets go off.
Yeah, followed by an odd rhythmic drum sound.
It's the only building you've seen so far that has stairs in it, as it's obviously large enough, and maybe there's a larger section at the back where these two big curving sets of stairs go around to a balcony type area, and there's some other doors that go left and right, possibly corridors. And you can see there are signs pointing in various different directions that are all in Remkin, so you can't read them.
I can.
You can.
Doom Rich Shards.
Yeah, I mean, Pesto can, but you can't.
I don't know the Pesto can, so I'm going to go over to the signs and go, yes.
Oh, Captain, it says
The one you're looking at, I don't know. You can make anything up if you want. You could have just said anything.
It says "eat shit, outsiders." Weird.
That is a strange thing to have in a council building, but okay.
Given the opportunity for good RP, and what you go with is eat shit, outsiders.
Is that an instruction for outsiders to eat feces, or for the residents to eat outsiders who they deem to be shit?
No, you see, you've misread. What it actually says is outdoor eating area.
Outdoor eating area. I see. Okay, that's all. Can you see one that says anything about council chambers? Assuming you can read these signs.
When you're having this conversation, you just hear like steps coming from this balconied area up above, as some people evidently are coming down towards this main chamber.
No, I don't see any sign that says that. That one also doesn't say that. For a reason of my brain not working, I don't know what this says.
Perhaps these chaps. Excuse me.
They're so far away. They're up at the top of the stairs.
Excuse me.
Hello. You see a few Remkin dressed in some rather more fancy gear towards you. There's another couple, 2 or 3 in this pseudo battle gear. One in a much more formal dress. The one in formal dress seems to be quietly talking to the most fancily dressed in armor before quieting down as they come down to the bottom of the stairs. You can see as they get closer that she, the one in fancy dress, is slightly taller than the others and slim with a darker complexion, so a dark red complexion, with beads threaded through her hair. And as she comes over, she speaks and says, "My name is Asher. I am the leader of the council in Crep. I'm thankful you have come."
Anything we can do to help, of course.
And she turns back to the fancily dressed man in armor and says, "That will be all, Boca. I'll catch up with you later." And he sort of gives a nod, and the rest of them, all of these dressed in armor, wander off. As Asher speaks up and says, "We can talk here, but perhaps it's more comfortable in some seating area."
Absolutely in you.
Oh, we found the time. A seating area outside.
We can go outside if you want.
Anywhere you prefer is fine.
We'll go back to my chamber.
Very well. Lead the way.
And you're led up the stairs through not like tons and tons of corridors like some places might have, but just a few all domed little areas before you get to quite a nice office type building, some windows at the side. You can see they've got these like mechanical style shutters on them. Rather interestingly, none of this building appears to be particularly damaged as you wander through it. And she goes around, sits on, there's not like one big fancy chair and some smaller chairs, just a long table where she sits at the end.
Yes, well, can I first of all say how sorry we are to see what's happened to your beautiful town?
Thankful. Considering the circumstances, I wish I could request you here to, give you a kind gesture or perhaps a gift of some kind, but alas, I am unable to do so. Instead, I must make a request for help.
I see. Well, ask away.
I don't know how much you have been told, but you might be aware that this attack on Crep was not random. Evidently planned. We are assuming this was an attack from the inside, the Hek possessing undamaged bodies, hiding among us and compromising our defenses, stopping us from being able to protect ourselves properly or detect any problems in systems. We've had communications that the other 4 major settlements of the Favour were attacked at the same time. All through that destruction, it seems there was one main objective: to steal as much energy as they can. You have seen we use old Kugronian technology to make our machinery, and with that comes power sources, thousands of batteries full of energy that we've been using to power these settlements. All of the technology we use. We've been storing the unspent batteries underground in a vault, safe from the suns, from prying hands, but in the attack, the Krek took as many as they could, almost all of them. This is the same at all the settlements.
Hmm.
You may have been told what Kuruk and his team were doing in the correct nest in their mission. You have spoken, I think, quite dearly with him. They were finding out as much as they could about the Krek and where they come from, and well, their reports is quite worrying. The Krek have a gigantic arcane machine sitting at the bottom of their nest. Incredible feat of engineering, hundreds of feet in size, sitting on top of a weak spot in a plane. Now, we don't know exactly why they would be doing this, but we have a theory. For many years, we've been trying to figure out where the Krek originally came from. They're evidently not natural to this world, but there is no one and nothing in the Favour powerful enough to raise an army with magic. At least not that we know. We assume, therefore, that they could have originated from a separate plane, probably first only a tiny speck of power, too small to be detected by the Nightwalker, a speck that has grown into the terrifying scourge that you see. Our theory is they're planning to use this machine to tear a hole in our plane of existence, to bring through an unfathomable amount of their own kind, to invade this world. The only good part of what Kuruk reported to me was that they didn't seem to have enough power to run the machine. A machine like that requires huge amounts of power, and now, regrettably, I fear they have it.
Yes.
Which makes it quite a dire situation. One of unimaginable consequence if they're able to succeed with this, if we are correct. So, of course, this is where my request for help is. Kuruk told of your proficiency in battle whilst you are traveling across the Favour. You have no mechanical suits, no con check, and you're able to take down the Krek and the beasts of the Favour. We have no con check left other than the newborn and an adolescent in training. The other settlements find themselves in very similar situations, so we have no way of stopping the Krek other than mainlanders. And we could send out a call to the Adventurers Guild, but we know that they will take too long to come, and we cannot afford to pay what they will want, so instead, we must ask you to help save the Favour and potentially the world, and help us stop this scourge before it comes.
Well, I see. Well, of course, something as important as this, I'll need to speak to my companions first. Personally, I think it probably behooves us to help, as I quite like living in this world. I don't particularly want to see it overrun. Two of my companions are here, the others are back at our transport. Chaps, what do you two think?
I have some questions.
You're welcome to questions. Would it help to know we have minor plan of what could be the solution, or at least a direction? It is not something that we have fully realized, but it is information you may find helpful.
All the information useful.
I didn't quite follow what it was that you said, because I'm not technically minded. Would you put it in simpler, more nautical terms so that I might be able to follow a bit more easily?
Which bit?
All of what you said about the planes and having a walk at night and tearing holes and stuff.
Oh, right. Do you know what the planes are?
Pesto mentions it occasionally, but no, not really.
I haven't figured out how to explain it yet.
We went to a market and I was told it was a different plane, but I didn't follow. I've been embarrassed about it this whole time. I didn't want to say anything.
Planes are places of existence they exist in parallel to ourselves, but you could not walk to them or get to them from this planet. They require special gateways to access. In this case, we think there is one at the bottom of their nest, or at least there is a spot that is weaker in the fabric of our universe that would open a door if they wanted to get through to wherever they come from.
So it's like ships on the ocean that you can't swim to, and you're worried about another ship boarding ours?
Yes. Yes.
Kinda.
If this helps, then sure. It is
Right? No, I can do. I've done that loads of times. That helps.
I have some questions as well.
Of course.
Would we be doing this alone?
Well, this is where the plan comes in. The broad answer is no. But let me explain at least what we have got. And the reason why it would be helpful to have you. There is a story that lives in the settlements of the Favour of the Helitin. To most, the Helitin are a rumor, like a myth told to children to scare them to sleep, but this is not true. We generally keep the truth of the Helitin to the public, from the public, to avoid panic. I will explain what Helitin are. They're like giant worms that live beneath the sand, thousands of feet long, like unbelievably powerful. So very rarely seen, and those who have apparently seen them do not survive. They move around under the earth, creating tremors above, eating things on the surface, creating inescapable sinkholes to absorb whatever lies on top. We don't tell people the truth because there's nothing to do to stop them. They're a force of nature, unstoppable, unending. But, although we cannot stop them, we hope you may be able to direct.
I see.
We have done research. It suggests that the Helitin are able to detect the vibrations on the surface. This is how they hunt. I think a single carriage or person, like you coming in on your carriage, does not make enough disturbance to disturb them. But we theorize that if you had enough noise, enough of a rhythmic noise, you might be able to attract them to a point. If perhaps we can make this vibration, this rhythm next to or nearby to the correct machine, perhaps the Helitin does the job for you.
I see. So the team you'd want would have to infiltrate the nest, put the device that makes the rhythm near their device, and leave before the Keratin destroy the machine.
Helitin, it is why it's so dangerous. You need to make it to the base of the correct nest, which is miles deep into the ground, undetected, and get there alive, summon the Helitin, and you are correct, get out of the way before problems. Unless you are... For us, it would be a worthy sacrifice. I cannot control what you do with your lives.
Yes. I mean, I'd rather not sacrifice my life for what I have in life. And I'm sure Ozzy is going to tell us he can't sacrifice his life because he's not technically alive. But nonetheless...
I'm alive. I'm a regular dwarf lady. I was going to say you guys aren't allowed to sacrifice your life because then it would rob my life of meaning.
But that's also true.
And I would forever be a failure.
On our trip through the desert, on the way here, we've felt multiple big shakings beneath the earth. Does that have something to do with these?
It's probably Helitin. They have been more active or recent. I think this might be natural. We do not know.
They're probably already circling their nest then.
If you've detected them closer to here, possibly not. Their nest is all the way on the east of the Favour.
I like the sound of this plan. These worms sound legally distinct to me, so I don't think there's a problem there. I was going to ask if, I don't know if this would be a bit of a sticky issue or whatever, but are you not considered by the Empire to be part of the Empire? Could you not be we're not going to wait for the Adventurers Guild, but maybe the army of the Empire could do something? No?
They've been using the Favour as a dumping ground.
The Favour is, I guess, technically, not by our choice, somewhere that is considered owned by Uberon. But we do not have a communication, we do not have anything. They don't help us, we don't talk to them, they have never requested from us. I could send out messages, but they are not people of kindness.
It's like Central America to the US.
Plus it is...
I didn't understand those words in that.
That wasn't pesto.
Plus, A lot of the Remkin around here, they do not know what happens outside of the sands, but I try to stay informed. It is part of the responsibility that I hold. Your Adventurers Guild seems to have its claws in every government, every place.
Oh yeah, it sucks.
It is not something we can easily bypass.
Most of the time, they cause more problems than they solve. So
I believe you with this. We do not care if you are or are not adventurers. The implication is you are not, but it makes no difference to us. We care more about, protecting our community. You have been kind, we will be kind to you. That is all that matters.
So, do you have this device to attract the skeleton?
No. Unfortunately, that is where our plan is stopped. I have made suggestions to Tonk, but she is perhaps struggling with how to execute this.
I can help.
This I have heard that you are good with. I have since your arrival spoken to Tonk. I have spoken to Kurek, and they have both spoken of your abilities in fighting, in tactics, in communication, and in your technical providence. But you must understand that there is no compensation for this. There is no glory. There's nothing apart from saving us, yourselves, and I guess the gratitude of the Remkin people.
I'd rather think that in this particular case, if these Krek come through in large enough numbers, it will eventually become a problem for us, and we won't be able to solve it because there'll be too many of them. If we're going to stop it, it has to happen now.
You asked earlier who we would send, who you could take with you. There are not many here that are prepared to fight. Most of the army was destroyed. A lot of the mechanical suits were destroyed. Almost all of the Honjeks were killed. But it wouldn't make a difference if we took an army. The nest is made of thousands of Krek, if not more. We do not know the true number. There is no force we could bring to kill them all.
Based on the plan, a larger group would probably be more of a hindrance than a help.
Yes.
We will provide to you what you need. You will take Tonk with you would be a good idea. A few soldiers that we have left, whatever technology you need, but the less the better. If you can get in minimally detected, then you have the best chance of survival.
Do you have any plans or sketches of the Krek nest? Anything we should give us any idea of? Can we get in by? Presumably, there's a main entrance if you don't want to go in through.
Unfortunately, not. The closest we have ever got was Kurek, and Kurek's team, who are unfortunately no longer with us.
So yes,
we only have his reports, which say it is hundreds of feet wide, hundreds of feet long, and miles deep. I think he's probably a natural cavern or canyon.
Oh, well, a canyon's no problem.
I think he has been adapted for living of the Krek. Best assumption is at some point maybe this weak spot caused a shift and cracked open the earth, and now they use it.
You'll be able to do this by yourself, Captain.
An interesting challenge to get several miles down a hole full of Krek. Okay.
Captain, you can do this by yourself. You won't even need us.
I know what you're thinking. I don't think I'll be able to get miles down. If it was a few hundred feet, I'd be all right.
I don't know how many hundreds of feet is in a mile. I've never been good with the measurements.
It's about 5,500 feet in a mile, give or take. So I can do my thing. What's it called? Is it past that trace? No, it's not past that trace. It's called something else. I don't know.
It's your theory.
Yeah.
It's called what?
What I'm thinking of is your theory.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for, but I can't remember what it's called.
Well, you've got your teleporty cloak as well.
Fade away. That's what it's called. Fade away. How long does it last for?
A minute?
1 minute.
Yeah.
A minute. So I could fade away for a minute, whiz down in a minute. How far could I go in a minute? That's about.
A terminal velocity in person is 120 miles an hour.
Say again?
Terminal velocity of a human is 120 miles an hour.
So
if it was 2 miles, it would take you a few minutes to get down, just jumping off the edge.
I'd have to sort of go and then I'd have to stop and have a long rest.
Yep.
But you've got your flying boots.
I've got my flying boots. I don't have invisibility. I do have fade away, in fact, which the pass that trace rather, which
I don't think we can see you when you do that, can we?
What, my fade away? No, you can't. But it's only for a minute. So I would suddenly appear in midair, like a couple hundred feet down, and I'd be like, "Oh, hello."
Well, what if you dropped down the hole, and then what are they going to do while you're dropping at quick speed? And then you do it, and then you let the thing go, you plant it, and then you come back.
So,
jobs are good.
I fear you are simplifying. What we have from Kurek is, it is not just like a hole in the ground that you get to the bottom. It is settlements within the walls. There are creatures that can fly. There is weaponry that could harm you as you go. This is not fall in a hole.
Oh, all of that would be good to know.
It is not a fall in a hole and fix the problem. Otherwise, we would have done very similar. And half our problem is we don't even have a device to cause this.
I think first step is let's see if Pesto is able to help Don do this device. Once we have the device, then we can work out how we're going to plant it.
This might be something you'd like to do then, Pesto, but and you can tell me if this is a stupid idea, but if you want to make like a big vibration or something, or like a big impact, could you not build like a really big bomb and drop that in? Does it have to be like a thing that makes a rhythm on the ground?
This is not something we have had a chance to test. I think suggestions are the more rhythmic it is, the more likely it is. If you are able to make something that is usable more than once, go out into desert and remotely trigger it, we could test. But it's not easy to test these kinds of things.
I mean, testing it would also be losing it, wouldn't it?
Unless we've got some way of...
I could not tell you.
Getting it back to us.
The only thing we do not really have at the moment is power source. The rest, we have lots of technology. You can use it as you need. The alternative is eventually there is nothing left anyway.
That's where fadeaway could come in, because I could stand with it, and when the worms appear, just phase out of existence with it in my hand. And as long as I can get away in a minute from where they are, I'll be fine.
Or if you just fly up in the air, because then you'd not be contacting the ground.
Yeah, I can do that. And after a minute, I should be high enough so that the worms wouldn't get me, I hope.
Well, this is all a bit moot without this power source for this device that you don't have, because you need both the power source and the device. So, do we have any ideas for that don't involve either of them?
I think since Donka, I believe, has been working on it already, I think we should go and talk to them.
Please, the process, if you are happy to undertake this, at least to investigate this, take the time you need, or at least the resources you need. I obviously cannot overstress how important the speed of such a task is, but the travel from here to the nest is perhaps 4 days. They would have left maybe middle of the day yesterday, so they won't be back at their nest yet. We would not be able to catch up to them, but until they make it there, there's at least not fear of them using the power source. I do not know how quickly they could put it together to use.
I've had no idea. Foolproof infiltration.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't help us get the device down there.
Yes.
Right. We stand at the edge of the hole.
Yeah.
We take Grim, and we take his hat off, and we toss it down until it lands on the floor or something. And then someone picks it up. What's the first thing you do with the hat that you find? You put it on, and then Grim's down there.
Yes, possibly. Bit of a risk in case the crack don't wear hats.
Well, there's like, we fought some people, didn't we? They were wearing like clothes and stuff.
True.
It's so far just been like a random assortment of people.
There's also only a chance if somebody that doesn't want Grim to take over puts it on, like they can resist it. So that's not foolproof.
Oh, well, that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make, for the good of the ship.
Why?
Because the ship is... I thought the ship was the planet.
Yeah.
Grim is a crew member. I don't think we just...
Oh, but he's like provisional. He's not. He's also not like fleshy like you lot. Like he's ahead. He'll be fine.
Neither you nor the captain is fleshy.
Yeah, Captain's fleshier than I am.
It's just a bit see-through, that's all.
I don't understand this fleshy, not fleshy. Perhaps a translation error for dwarf, but...
All right, you don't understand because you haven't met Grim yet. Grim is a magical hat.
But you are also fleshy.
I think he was referring to my... He was...
Right now, yes, I have regular dwarven flesh, but sometimes it feels like my heart has been hardened and that I don't have... I've got... No, you know what it is? I've got thick skin.
I do not care to pry, but I do have
I'm battle
a
hard.
lot of business to be attending to, considering the attacks.
Sorry, I've got just 2 more questions.
Yes.
The environment here, the various monsters that you've got, and also these crack.
Yes.
Are they resistant in any way to things like heat or cold?
Not specifically. The heat from the suns, yes, but like fire, no.
Right. Okay, that's good. And then my other question was about these crick are like a little bit undeady sort of. No? Yes?
Yes, we're not quite sure what they are. It's more like a possession, sort.
Right. So, do you think that if we were to, say, disguise ourselves as the undead, or like an inanimate suit of armor which is animate, do you think that might fool them a little bit?
We have not had the ability to test this.
Right.
Nor do they want or need.
Right. And presumably, attitudes to the undead on the surface here are not good.
There is no particular nothing against the undead.
All right. Okay.
The Krek are unique. We understand it to the undead.
Right. Well, that doesn't help. I think, like, you're helpful, but like, their situation doesn't help us because that was my idea. I don't have another one.
You have time to think. All of the food is, is available to you. Lodgings as long as you need. I understand that you have a preference of colder environments.
This is true compared to here, yes.
We do have, though again, power is our issue. We do have buildings with, there is name that people give to it. Cooling potential within. Make it colder environments.
That might suit us. It depends how cold it is, of course. But a very nice thought.
As cold as you want, as warm as you want. I'm afraid I don't know what temperature you like. I look at some mainlanders and they like hot. I look at some mainlanders, they like very cold. It's hard to say.
Well, I think for now we should. Thank you very much for that, by the way. That's very kind of you. We might well take you up on that. In the meantime, I think our next step is to have a chat with your engineer and see if we can possibly make this device.
Whatever you need. I may be good at some point to talk to Boka.
Yes.
Yeah, he is in charge of the army, or what is left of it.
Where would we find him?
Well, last he was in this building, but I don't know currently. He's mostly arranging how we can try to keep the settlement safe. It is unlikely that they come back anytime soon. If they wanted to kill us all, they would have done so. If they wanted to take other things from us, they would have done so. But, we still want to try and have some kind of safety.
Of course. We'll keep an eye out for him. But for now, let's assume that if we can help, we will. And we'll see if we can't put this device together. But I have a plan. I'm going to jump.
All right, bye-bye.
Actually, I got feather fall. So I'm just going to jump. Fall incredibly quickly. Assume feather fall is going to stop the enormous amount of damage from falling several miles. Press the button, then take off and fly away really, really fast. And that should work.
I have a lot of dice. I don't think I have enough dice. So after 10 feet, it's 1d6 for every 10 foot. Yeah?
Yeah.
So let's say it's 2 miles. Let's round it to what, 10,000 feet? Or is it 100,000 feet?
It's more than that. It's 5,000 feet. It's 5,000. It's 1760 yards, which is about 5,200 feet a mile, give or take. How many miles was it? How many miles?
I'll just. It'll be 10,560 feet. Yeah? So minus 110, so 10,550.
Yeah.
And then, of course, take away the 0 for how many d6. It would be 1,056 d6.
What does Featherfall do?
So let's roll.
Oh, what does Featherfall do?
Virtual dice roller. I'm going to roll 1,056 d6.
No. It wouldn't.
Oh, it only does 100.
Because I have Featherfall. So it says a fun.
Oh no, I'm just working out how much it would generally be.
Yeah, if I just jumped, yeah.
Okay, I've done it, and the number's just gone off the edge of the screen because, of course, there's so many of them. It doesn't have like a. Oh, it doesn't actually say. Well, I guess I can work out the average. It'll be 1,056 d6 worth of damage. So it's just 1,056 times 3. So it'll be about
3,300.
3,300 damage you take if you just yeeted yourself off the cliff.
But if I have Featherfall, which I have, then as long as I turn it on before I hit the floor, you can.
That would be the most important roll of your entire life to see if you can get the timing.
Get the timer. But
Well,
it lasts.
Not really, because it lasts a minute.
Lasts
right?
a minute, yeah.
So you only have to time it within a minute.
So I don't know how it wouldn't take long to fall too much. It would take a while to fall too much.
Well, you wouldn't want to have the entire minute's worth of falling because then you'd probably die from the crack. So you'd want it to be pretty late, but you'd obviously have the entire minute's worth of like timing.
I mean,
so
at that point, you're still falling
120 miles an hour.
60 feet around.
Yeah, 60 feet around.
I don't think 120 miles an hour is 60 feet around.
That's what it says.
I don't know what the 120 mile. I don't know why.
Well, 120 miles in 60 minutes would be 12 miles in 6 minutes, which would be 1.2 miles in 6 seconds. No, that's not right.
You're giving me too many disparate numerical values to work with. I
missed it. I missed
well,
it.
hang on, I can actually do this.
60 feet around. Around is.
I can do this much easier. So 120 miles an hour is 176 feet per second. So it's 176 times 6.
Which is about 1,000, yeah.
So you'd be going 1,000. What a weird coincidence of numbers. 1,056 feet per round. If you were just straight falling. Which is quite a lot, actually, once you get up to your terminal velocity.
Which it is. So that means it would take you.
Why are we getting up to terminal velocity?
If you just jumped. If the tactic was just jump.
So that would mean it would take 5 rounds to do a mile. Because a mile's about 5,000.
Yeah. So it'd be about 10 rounds to get from top to bottom.
So we activate it immediately. And then we never have to reach terminal velocity.
Yeah, but the issue then is the crick could attack you on the way down.
Except that if it's not exactly 2 miles, you could run out 100 feet above the ground.
They'd have to be moving faster than 60 feet around.
But the point is, if you're assuming it's exactly 2 miles. If it was like 2 miles and an extra 300 feet, you'd run out 300 feet off the ground. And that could be a problem. So you'd need to leave it.
Yeah, they'd only have to be going faster than you if they were doing melee attack.
So
but if I go with you and they're doing range attacks,
all of it just
and it's weapons.
To be fair,
then it'll target.
if you waited a minute and then if you waited like 30 seconds and then turned it on, you'd be fine. You'd be going very fast on you. And the other thing is, if I turned on,
it's basically 1 minute's worth of falling.
If I turned on past that trace,
if you didn't use feather.
If I turned on past that trace, a veil of shadows and silence radiates from you, masking you and your companions from detection. So you turn that on. How long does that last? That lasts for an hour. So you turn that on, you jump. They don't detect you. After 30 seconds, you turn on Featherfall, which also works on 5 people, and you land.
Greater invisibility, Featherfall.
The only I haven't got that.
Getting back up is your issue.
Getting out again, that's different.
Well, if you're still invisible, then you'd just be able to fly because you've got boots.
I can fly, so I can do it on my own.
Yeah,
he does.
Well, greater invisibility for you and you is all we need.
But I don't have greater invisibility. Well, they do have past that trace, but
Pesto, I assume, as having just mentioned it.
We could try it.
I can create an armor that will allow you to use greater invisibility.
There we go.
I mean,
So we'll just do it tomorrow.
We need the machine first.
Oh yeah.
I think Alex would be quite upset that we don't use his massive map, and also, I want to be involved.
Two things. One, you solve this however you want. I give you open problems, or you can give open solutions. 2, you'd still use the massive map because that is separate.
What?
Anyway, I'm assuming this is a conversation you're having.
Separate?
This is a conversation you're having whilst...
Oh, I thought that was so clearly the thing you were going to be referring to. Oh, no!
So earlier today, I said to Rowan, I have a map in Owlbear that is 200 feet by 600 feet.
Oh, wow.
And I gave no context.
And here I am thinking I was just given context.
So, I'm imagining, though accents and stuff weren't happening, this is the kind of conversation you'd be having as you're wandering over tents.
Yeah, you're just chatting about how does one survive a 2-mile fall surrounded by thousands of malicious...
It would make the point that we don't need the machine because our captain is a magnificent bard who creates rhythm wherever he goes.
It needs to be loud enough, is the thing?
I mean, I could, but then I've got a bit... I mean, that would in theory work because I could land on the floor, do the rhythm, attract them, and then go into my seat, my other phase self. However, while I'm doing the rhythm, it isn't just the worms who'd hear me. It'd be the thousands of Krek around me.
If loud music was enough to make the rhythm you needed, everybody in the Kavir would be dead.
You're right. You should do that and cast Otto's Irresistible Dance on the biggest guy you can see, so that also creates... That's the tipping point.
The biggest guy you see is invisible. It doesn't actually make that much difference.
Cast it on somebody. They start tap dancing.
Okay, I said open solutions to open problems, but that was too dumb. You can't do that
one. Even if it didn't work, it'd be amusing, though.
You know what? No, go ahead. Go ahead, because I keep saying I shouldn't give you guys plot armor. Go ahead.
I'm going to stay in the village with Tunk.
That would be... I mean, it would be funny to watch, even if it didn't attract a worm.
Right.
Yeah.
You're heading back to the
turns out the
workshop.
Effulgent Expanse is next week because we get killed today.
except Niffy's not there. It's just Niffy.
He's going to wake up and go, where they all gone?
Sorry to say, Effulgent Expanse isn't ready yet, guys. We can't die today.
That's right. I can do something. You guys will have to play as characters that you had available in C4. So, Rowan, you have the choice of of Lazuli, or Maisie.
Mm-hmm.
Purdy can be either Neva or stay as Niffy. Joe.
Tina still exists, yeah.
I'd have to be Tina.
You could be Tina. I guess technically you could still be Cromwell.
Oh, that's true.
He's out there.
Coming as level 11 Cromwell with a shitload of stuff.
And then Father, you could... Who have you got that's still alive at this? Cal's gone. All of your characters keep just like disappearing. You could play... Oh no! The one that's the least powerful one you have is the Nightwalker. You might have to make a new character.
Yes.
There was a world where Lazuli was on the crew instead of Pesto, so
Lazuli exists in the same period of time as Pesto.
And met Cal.
Still possible. Yeah. Remember you had your little chat. Anyway. You head over towards the mechanics shop. And as you're going over, you hear the generic sounds of hammers clinking onto metal, various tools and things, implying that there is work going on inside.
Knock.
I walk right in.
Doors are all open, but you wander in, and Tungus, they're just like, "Ooh, hello."
Right, we've got work to do.
We, of course, work to do.
We gotta make a vibrate machine, a vibration, not like that, a big one for
a
big one to throw in the hole. No, fuck.
The worm attractor, I think, is what Pesto is trying to say.
I'm sure that's much better.
I know.
Yeah.
We've been speaking to Asher.
Asher sent us over to help with the.
Right.
With the,
You've been told. You've been told about the
The tap dance machine.
The vibration machine.
Yeah. Rhythmic creator.
Attractor.
I don't know. Listen. So I have no ideas. Well, I mean, sort of. I don't know how to make. So we have choices. Like, portable is obviously going to be an idea because we could make some kind of like piston thing that just like slams into the ground. I don't know how we move that. That's the big problem. Like that's quite a difficult one because if it was too small, it probably wouldn't work. I don't know what is the minimum threshold. So I figure go big. So transporting it, I mean, we could build something that we take apart and build again when we get there, but then timing, I think, is probably a bit of an issue. I think we're going to do so. Another option I had was like explosions, but some way to sort of cause them in sequence,
Yeah, yes.
Because then smaller packages of like bombs or something. I'm going to be careful when we transport those, but like bombs. And if we have some way of making them set off in sequence, that could work. I don't know.
I mean, something that has a rotating mechanism with like a thing on the end that just hits a plate as it goes past wouldn't need to be that big. So you'd put it on the ground and it would go and you could adjust the speed.
I think you're underestimating how loud this is going to need to be.
I don't know. I mean, if you made the bottom...
What I'm imagining is think of the regular noise level that would have been in this town or like any like major civilization at maximum and amplify that by like 10 times.
I don't know. It depends why it's attracted. If they're being attracted because they think it's prey, not much in the way of prey is going to have the sound of our city stamping its feet. I mean,
I don't know.
That big.
But doesn't look like any big worms have been crashing through the cities on a regular basis.
Although I've seen.
But that's not necessarily a regular rhythm, is it? It's more a sort of broken rhythm of people moving. Perhaps if everyone in the city jumped up and down at the same time, they would have a problem.
You see Tunk just sort of look slightly past you and go, "Oh, hold on a second." Just wanders over to the door and just like forces it shut since there's no power. Just like forces it shut and then walks over to the windows and just forces them shut, and everything just kind of goes like silent from the outside and then just wanders back over.
Fair enough, yeah. My thought was the spell Thunder Wave or Shatter. If we have people that know how to cast that, we could make arcane charges to activate them in some kind of rhythm.
Oh.
And if we can amplify that, that should work.
Some kind of musket. A set of muskets. As long as you have some way of auto reloading, then I don't know how fast the shots have to be, or what the spacing of the rhythm is.
There's suddenly like a loud sort of like against all of the shutters, which like shake.
Oh, storm. Yeah.
Oh, is that a sandstorm?
Oh yeah, sandstorm.
Ah, I hope Niffy's alright.
Well, you're not going to get out there to check anytime soon.
But I don't need to. I'll get my Sandstone out and dial up Grim.
Yep.
I take it you're both safe inside the carriage?
No, Niffy stayed outside. Couldn't get her inside.
Or would you, in fact, be lying to me now?
Maybe.
Did she get the spiders underground? Because that's the more important thing.
That's a good point.
Spiders underground. Niffy's here.
Excellent.
Yeah, she's giving me the middle finger.
Yeah, that sounds like Niffy. Marvelous. We're safe as well. Keep safe. We'll see you shortly. We have news.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just making sure the rest of the crew are all right.
Yeah, it's fair enough. I mean, listen, I think explosions are probably our easiest thing to transport, or magic, but like explosions, like, you know what I mean.
I know.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't know how we transport those because we don't really have. Like, I would suggest we just take a bunch of like batteries along and just make them explode, but we don't really have any left.
God, if only we had a way of like transmuting spells onto things like bullets or cannonballs or something like that.
That's
You know,
what
that would be really helpful. But
we do have that. I can do that.
You solved our problem then. Right?
I mean, that feels like something that's crazy useful.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about with the spell charge things. Yeah.
No, I didn't get that because you just said spell charges.
Oh. Well, Captain or Ozzy, do either of you have the spell Thunder Wave or a similar spell?
I'm afraid not.
Nope. God, if only we had some sort of crystal that blew up when you touched it.
No, come on.
I feel like I'm missing context.
Did you bring it with you, or is it on the ship? Because I know you were looking at turning it into a cannon or something.
I do have it, but it doesn't make that big of a boom. It's just like an electric explosion, and also the crystal is cracked. It probably adds like 1 or 2 more goes, which wouldn't be enough.
What have I got? Immovable rod. Hit that.
How far can you move your toys?
I can turn one into something I can control within a range of 100 feet, but I can tell them to do a thing, and they'll go and do it to the best of their ability. At any rate.
Also, we don't even need to send a captain. We can just send your little kamikaze toys with the blow-up crystal and whatever else, and jobs are good. And
it's not big enough and doesn't have enough magical energy in it.
I'm afraid I have not. The only thing I've got that makes a boom is my little pepper pot pistol. Pepper box, whatever it's called.
Gunpowder will work.
Hmm?
Gunpowder?
I have some gunpowder with my my pistol.
Or like something equivalent. I mean, I'm sure we can use what we have around here to make some equivalent of gunpowder.
I mean, that would do. We don't. I don't think we have a spell which makes a boom, but we have gunpowder, which is designed to go boom. If you could enhance that, perhaps.
We need to enhance it. Just have like some sort of timer system and what are effectively grenades. Kind of what you were talking about, but like more old school.
I mean, that would work actually. If you had some kind of mortar, effectively, you would fire them across and go bang, bang, which means where the worm comes up isn't where you're standing. The only problem is that would work, maybe.
I fear perhaps the accuracy is the problem.
Yes, once you get to the actual, it'd be fine for me testing it, but not so useful when you come to the actual thing itself.
I don't know. This is where I you know, I mean, to be fair, I haven't had very long to think about it, but like,
the problem is if you're using gunpowder and explosives, it needs to explode away from the thing that shoots them out. Otherwise, it's going to destroy the whole thing's going to go up in one go.
yeah.
I don't have Thunderstep, or one of them that you were talking about. I do have Glyph of Warding, or I can have it. That can do like explosions, and you can put it on stuff, but it says on the little inscription on my ribcage that if the surface or object is moved more than 10 feet from where you cast the spell, the glyph is broken and the spell ends without being triggered.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to assume that if we put it on something and then we put it in the bag and then we took it out, Is it a question of a static 10 feet, or is it that it moves itself 10 feet?
Well, with the spell ammunition, it tends to act as if the moment, whatever the trigger we set is the moment that the spell is cast. So that would place.
Oh, so we
shoot the ammunition and place it where we want it to be placed.
Then on impact, it gets the glyph. Right. Okay. It is a 3rd level spell, so I don't know if that's an issue.
Oh, it is. That would take quite a long time to inscribe.
Well, would Tonk be able to help you?
I've never done it before. I can try. I don't really do work with magic.
It's yeah. I don't know.
Do you want me to ask the universe?
I think. Wait, the universe?
Yeah, I can just ask the universe a question. I should get an answer. I haven't done it before.
Is that a thing that just like old dwarves can do, or what's up?
No, it's me specifically because I'm so old and my skin is so thick that sometimes I describe myself as not having flesh. And also, my grandmother had like a connection to the spirits and stuff.
Okay.
They say it skips a generation sometimes, and so I've got the gift.
Okay. All I was gonna say is we suggested a lot of things, but nothing to say that we don't use all of the things. We've got some gunpowder, we've got some magic, we've got something else.
Yes. We've got a drum. Now I've got my drum.
I don't think a drum would be loud enough.
That could be if you magically enhance the sound.
I guess we could try.
They've sort of automated it somehow.
And like a particular food or something that these legally distinct worms like.
Oh, I was going to say about the legally distinct worms, by the way. The giant worms in the sands is a thing that you had in C2. And I'm pretty sure, obviously, Dune is way older. But, like...
C2 came out before Dune.
Obviously, no. C2 is way older. But what's not older is my knowledge of Dune and the big sandworms. So I'm pretty sure this is one of those... Put a big sandworm in the desert, and then it turns out that's already a thing. Because this isn't something I've made for this campaign. This is like the Favour stuff is a lot is built on what you already had. Just a funny little thing.
Well, I'm going to defer to Besto on this one because Besto is our resident genius with the making things.
Is what I have to say.
That's definitely a start. So if you...
Why don't I ask the universe?
Yeah, I mean, you might as well, if it's not going to be a problem for you.
No, that's fine. It'll just take me a few minutes. I need to ask a question about a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days, and then I'll get a truthful reply, which might be a short phrase or cryptic rhyme. But it won't account for circumstances that might change the answer, such as the casting of other spells. So what should my question be?
You see, our problem at the moment is how to do this, and I don't think the universe is going to give us a straight answer.
Well, why don't we make that the question? Why don't we say, how should we best summon worms to a particular spot with the resources we have available?
Yeah, rather than that, because it would probably say by making a rhythmic noise. So how do we best make a rhythmic noise that would attract the worms with the resources we have available? You could try that. I mean, if it doesn't,
Right, anything
if it doesn't help, it doesn't help. I mean, it can't be worse than we are now.
Yep. I can keep casting it, by the way, but there's a cumulative 25% chance for it not to get an answer, but rather than an incorrect answer. So I suppose I could just keep trying if we think of something else.
You see, one thing I could do, a little unfair probably, you know our spider friends?
Oh yeah, we could write them down.
Well, yes, but I was going to say I can awaken one of them, and it will be have the charm condition. It takes me 8 hours to do it, and then I could just get it to go through the ground, come out at the bottom with the device, place it down, and then come back.
That's true. We could also load up the carriage with explosives and have it driven off the edge.
But that wouldn't give a rhythmic sound. Especially having inspiration.
I've been struck by divine inspiration known as Google.
How dare you?
Common magic item. Orb of gonging. Common,
because you can make.
I can replicate
easily,
common and uncommon, and I think first level rare magic items now.
Okay, so is that
aligning the notches? Its outer shell is composed of notched bronze rings, which can be turned so that the notches line up. Aligning them requires an action, and doing so causes the orb to gong loudly until the notches are no longer aligned. The sounds are spaced 6 seconds apart and can be heard out to a range of 600 feet.
Okay, so I can't see it.
Oh, that's almost exactly what we want.
I can't see it because it's water deep, and that costs like 60 quid. But I can see the summary of
D&D
it.
5e Wikidot.
Yeah, I was checking if it is what's the word? Canon raw.
Yes. Yeah. So we could try something like that.
Why didn't you mention it before, Pesto? That's almost exactly what we need.
It's near impossible to keep an entire compendium of known magic items inside of my brain at all times, so it takes a minute, you know?
Yeah, Google was actually just you looking at various books that you have and books around this this workshop.
It's your mind balance.
Honestly, I imagine since leaving Asha's chambers, Peso has just like been off thinking, like walking around in a stupor, trying to recall these things.
Okay, so my fear is that sounds great. That's not my fears. My fear is it's not loud enough. Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's not a good start, because like of course it's a great start. Like it does what we want. So choices: either we make lots of them, or everything on this one, make a big one. I don't know what resources that would take. I don't even know if we could.
This normal one I can put together just overnight, but to make a big one, I don't know.
You and me for 3 days, we might be able to make a big one. Listen.
Yeah.
I think we can test a small one. My fear is we take it along, we put it down, everything's epic, music's playing, and then suddenly nothing happens, and then we all die.
Oh yeah.
That just doesn't seem great, you know?
Yeah.
Why would music be playing?
In my head.
Your music isn't playing in your head during combat, Ozzy?
What? Is that happening to all of you?
It happens to me.
You hear music when you fight people? I just usually hear the screams of the people I'm killing, as well as the screams of all the people that I have killed.
And Ozzy says that's music to his ears.
No.
I don't have ears. Maybe that's the problem.
Yeah, I mean, let's try to make a big one. We can test a few things.
Sorry. What I mean by that is my hearing isn't as good as it used to be. So sometimes it feels like I don't have ears.
Oh no, it's in my head, the music that I hear. It's not out loud.
Right, I see.
Yeah.
I'm not very good at this, am I?
Well,
I thought I was getting better, but I think I'm getting worse.
I don't think you're any worse than you always have been at understanding like turns of phrases and stuff like that.
Okay. Rather than making one big one because we don't know if it would work, I'm thinking you make one and teach me how to do it, and then like we work day and night to make maybe like 5 or 6 of them.
Okay.
And then like just make some device to turn them all on.
Oh, we can make it so that when they're if we like maybe we can set it so that they're linked, and then when we start them all, then they link and then make a bigger sound together, like an arcane frequency type.
I think so. I mean, I don't think we could do that remotely, so I still think we need someone down there with it. But like,
yeah,
it's something.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna go get my stuff.
I have a question. How familiar are you with the magics of like compressing things into patches, like on my coat? You know where I can get stuff from? Could we turn them into patches and put them on my coat, and then that way we don't have to like carry them around suspiciously?
Well, you can put them in the bag of holding.
I think that's more in the profession of enchanting focused wizards. That's
All right, never mind then.
Pretty specialized, I fear.
I'll see if there's
Alright, back to
literally
you sending-
anything. Because there's no standard.
That would be our home route thing. There's not.
I know there's no standard rules. I'm just seeing if there's anyone's had the. I mean,
Alright, back to you, the captain with a bag of holding then.
there's nothing to say that you couldn't create one of the things that's already on a robe of useful items, already can be on a robe of useful items.
Mm-hmm.
In the same way that, because they mostly are just like common and sort of magical, because they're turned into a patch.
Yeah, a lot of them are totally mundane.
Like there's not much to it. So that if you were like, I want to make, a patch that is, well, what's on here, like a ladder, sure. Anything that's in the same vibe, sure. Because obviously there's no reason why you couldn't make a wooden ladder or like something that is like a similar thing. In terms of making a specific item into like a patch that you can then store to use later, big powerful magical items, probably not. The items that are
This is a common wonder item.
magical items, exactly. So what's the most magical thing that's on here? So we've got potions of healing, spell scrolls containing a spell of 1st to 3rd level, and that's fairly powerful. Mastiffs.
That's, yeah.
That is the most magical thing that I have.
Yeah.
Is a scroll of shadow blade.
Door. And then the robe useful items.
Though I don't
It
know.
doesn't specify much at all on the robe of useful items. I would say probably it would have to be pretty vibes based, but like your common magical items,
Make some rolls about it.
you could probably it would probably be another one of these where it takes time, as with like creating something overnight, but you could probably convert them into patches. So like turning 6 of them into patches would still take a long time, but generally you probably could.
If we're going to make them at their normal size, which is 5-inch diameter, I don't think they need to go in the robe.
I reckon realistically you could do it, but you are correct that there is no advantage in your current situation over just putting them in your bag of holding.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Because like the big thing about the robe is like you can have a massive iron door, which is just very inconvenient. You wouldn't be able to fit that in a normal bag of holding.
Right.
I
only have one of those left.
Yeah. So
I used one.
So in this case,
When did
probably
you use a door.
not gaining much out of that.
Do you remember we had our chase scene?
You threw a door at them?
I put a door that locked from our side in the alleyway.
Oh, that's right.
And it delayed us.
I don't remember that. That's amazing. I should go back and listen to that.
I've got stuff I've been holding on to. I've got a window here that I've been holding on to until we need to capsize another ship. So I've just put it down.
Oh, God.
I've got a portable ram for breaking down doors. I've got a sack. I've got various 10-foot poles and mirrors. I've got all sorts. This is where my dogs came from.
Oh, I know that's where your dogs came from, because I do keep expecting them to disappear, but they are like actual flesh and blood dogs.
Yep.
Yes.
2 dogs, James and TR-51, just chilling on the ship, and have been for like a week.
That's in the back of my mind every time we start the session. And I'm like, it's either going to be horrible, like we're going to come back and it's going to be a wreck, or it's going to be the best day of our lives to see TR-51 again.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'll see him at the end of this arc. Because
Probably
you're going to
not. I mean,
Losig, and that's
our ship's
we're
so
like-
far away.
we're like soft closing the arc when you finish the stuff in Losig.
You never know when you're going to say goodbye to your friends. You never know the last time.
I mean, like, we get back to it, but like, maybe we'll have a scene. Maybe we'll have a look at an extra scene. Extra episode,
Okay, yeah. Side story. Which one of us is going to play Dick, who's going to play Dom, and who's going to play TR-51?
Exactly. That would be quite funny, actually. Dick, Dom, James, and
James. God, we got a secondary little crew on that ship.
Which one of you is going to try and take on the mantle of TR-51? Because I feel like I have a special section of my brain to put in the stupid of TR-51.
Yeah. 3 of us, Dick, Dom, and James, and you as our.
There's something that we haven't considered.
Mm-hmm.
Is there like a leader? Is there like a mastermind in this whole thing? Because I've got a bit of a rough idea of who it could be.
Do you?
Of what?
Yes.
No.
Of like behind the crack. Is there like a
No,
leader?
it's not. No, we're not doing this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get my stuff from the freaking carriage, and we're gonna get started on this Orb of Gongmi.
I don't think there's a leader. No one's ever mentioned anything about a leader.
Don't humor him, please, God, do not humor him.
I'm not humoring anything. I'm just saying no one said anything about a leader.
I just sense the reason that like the first one that came through might be the leader. They might like control the operation remotely. Maybe they've like travelled around quite a lot. Appear as a decrepit evil old man in the other side of the world. Suspicious man with a terrible cover.
Joe, you better be so glad we're not sitting at the same table right now.
Don't worry. We could do a little flashover scene to your little town with Mr. Mumps, where the Adventurers Guild has come in and raided everything, and everyone's dead. No, don't worry about it.
Good. Yeah.
That's not canon, probably.
I mean, it could be.
You guys have no idea.
I've gone to the carriage. I'm already gone.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I love my Mr. Mumps.
I know you do.
I am tempted to start a Mr. Mumps bit in every game I run and play in the rest of my life.
Just when you come across like the most obvious, just nice NPC, turn them into the greatest villain of your story.
So, as we round off this session, there's something that's extremely important. So, last week's session is something that was only on Patreon. It was just talking about characters for upcoming campaigns and stuff. It's $1 a month if you want to go to Patreon. I think it's worth it. But at the end of that episode, Joe put forth an idea that he promised he would then back up, having thought about it more for this week.
Yes.
Oh no. What was it?
Because
I didn't get to the end of the episode. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
The opening bit, which is, of course, you guys interrupting me or trying to say hello at the same time as me. We have the somebody's not here bit, and Joe was pushing forwards and having a go with the idea of an outro bit.
Oh, yes. What was that?
I believe, so you suggested a couple, but the one that you came to was something along the lines of, it was something about parachutes.
Something about parachute?
Something about don't jump out of a...
Oh, yeah,
yes. We need to have a sign-off.
Yeah, you wanted a sign-off.
A useful...
I'll be honest with you. You'll love this. If you're gonna go to the Patreon and listen to anything of that episode, listen to just the very end, because I've put a little like jazz sting underneath every single one of your proposed. It's simple, but I'm so proud of that.
I was gonna make a list and I didn't.
That episode is so minimally edited, and I didn't even get to that bit. I'm so mad.
Yeah, like I didn't edit much of that at all, but I was like, that bit gets it.
That would catch people so off guard because the rest of it just sounds like you're in a Discord call with your friends chatting.
Yeah.
And then that shit comes in at the end, like, what the fuck am I?
Yeah, people fall asleep to that. I didn't really think about that. And at the end, it's just like... Anyway, so we will now proceed to our testing of a closing bit.
Very well thought out bits throughout the week.
I think it's only fair that this isn't something that is exclusive to Joe. So I think all of you get a go.
Yeah, next week I'll come back with some well thought out ideas.
No, all of you can have a go this week.
A well thought out ideas.
Well,
if you go last row, and then you'll get the vibe.
Okay.
Yeah, Joe can start. Yeah.
Okay. So I think we should all have the same like first bit, and then we'll mix it up.
That works. And I think also we're all going to rate out of 10 each person's.
Oh, that's fucking brutal. Can we do that after we're done recording?
No.
Okay, so I think first, this is my pitch for the we can workshop this. So you do it differently if you want. My pitch for the first bit is thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to always be rude to waitstaff.
No, you see, you've gone last week. You started with this like bad examples, and
you
you've
wanna end it
gone
with bad
back
advice?
to that. Yeah, like your bad advice has come back, but
Right. Okay.
we'll move forwards. Father,
No, I'm still thinking. So are we doing the bad advice, or are we just doing something?
no. Wait, this.
We're trying.
I don't know why we do
whatever
bad
comes to
advice.
mind.
Joe seems to be just getting this bad advice out. I don't know why, but it's an outro. It's like a little. It's a little outro bit type.
It's like Aquaman's "Good night, San Diego" and "Have a good evening"
Yeah.
or whatever.
Okay, so
But it's advice.
goodbye and Mkolu to Magic, Myth, and Mayhem. That's welcome backwards.
I mean, I get the fight. I don't know if people will get that straight away. We probably have to keep adding on the that's welcome backwards. But I think there's something there that we could work on. I'll think about that one for next week. Ron?
Yeah, so I'm bad with words, and I've been trying to say this in my head to get it right. It's not going to come out right.
Take it nice and slow. It's all right.
Go for it. It's fine.
So Alex can cut all the ones that aren't the successful one.
Exactly.
Oh, for the podcast, Rowan turned around and did a dramatic turn.
Yes.
I like this.
Hey, thanks for listening. Remember, start building a rebellion in your local community for when the capitalist uprising comes your way.
No notes. I think that's great.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
That would imply that the capitalist uprising is the thing overthrowing what you currently have.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
So that did.
Okay, wait.
That was
What
what
about
you wanted.
Try again.
We all only get one, I'm afraid.
Take
We
two.
all only get one.
They said you could cut out the bad one.
Yes, go to that one. That
We've
doesn't
run out of
count.
budget. We're at the end of the
That was
episode. If
fine.
you'd done this earlier,
Right.
I'd have had the budget. But like
Make your call to action.
It's not the capitalist uprising, it's the capitalist rebellion. Wait, no, fuck. That also sounds the same.
To rebel against capitalism.
The rebellion from the capitalists.
Yeah, against.
Yes, or the socialist uprising.
Yeah, the socialist uprising against capitalism.
it sounds weird, but my editing contract is based on a number of clicks, so I could only click a certain number of times when editing our episodes.
Fuck, only 4 people watched the last one. We only have 4.
I have to be really tricky about how we edit this.
Goodness.
I've got a different one. It's not bad advice.
Okay, I need you to turn
It's just
around
the
very
time.
dramatically.
Yeah, we don't have a camera though.
Okay, you can't see me, but I will.
I believe you.
Did you hear me
Yeah,
say
yeah,
that?
yeah,
'Cause I
definitely.
did.
I did. I was really expecting you to say hey when you did, though.
Yeah. Thanks for listening, and remember, you can strike safety matches off of more than just a matchbox.
Yeah, but that's not true. Safety matches.
That is
Safety
true.
matches are the one. They're safety because you can't do it off other things. It's normal matches that you can do off other things.
Alex, I've seen people in cartoons light them off of people's forehead.
I literally saw someone strike a safety match off a lamppost.
Yeah, but that's the thing. So I mean, okay, I'm sure maybe you can, but safety matches are meant to be the ones which you can only strike off the box. Because normal matches, which I have had my hands on, is very fun. You can strike off anything.
They are absolutely meant to be that. You can
Well,
strike
okay,
them
yes,
off more than the box.
Obviously, it's not just like some magical interaction between the two, but anyway, I feel like we got something in there. Well, it's a workshop bit.
Exactly.
We haven't nailed it yet.
I'm going to rate my first one an 8 out of 10 and my second one a 10 out of 10.
I think your first one, unfortunately, has to go down to like a 3 out of 10. The vibe, like you said it very confidently, but we can't endorse bad advice like that.
I'll bump it up to a 6 out of 10 because I can get on board with giving bad advice because it's so clearly bad that nobody's actually going to take it.
I'm sorry, have you seen the current calendar?
Yeah, we're taking the Fox News approach. No reasonable person would believe that it's an actual.
Your
And
second
if
one-
unreasonable people do take it seriously, no loss.
Then we're in the clear
Oh,
no.
no.
because they're unreasonable.
Oh no. Your second one, I say 7 out of 10 because it was said well, but I don't like the slight inaccuracies. I know technically it's correct, but I don't think that's enough correct for me to give it high score.
I like that my technically correct thing is being called inaccurate.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's inaccuracies.
I'll give that one a 5 out of 10 just because I do like little fun fact bits, but that particular fun fact didn't really draw me in.
I thought it was interesting.
Father, your bit, do you know what? your bit is like 9 out of 10 for the thought. It's about like 3 out of 10 for the execution. So I'm gonna stick it in the middle of a 6.
Exactly. I was trying to work out how to say welcome backwards. If I'd written it down, it would have been easier.
I'm gonna put it at 0 out of 10 for legibility. I didn't get it after you explained it. And that means
I enjoyed it. 10 out of 10.
Rowan, your bit, again, like intention, it's like a 9 out of 10. Execution, it wasn't very well done.
It was a slight flaw.
I think you got a total of like 7.5. You got like a 7.5, which does put you as my leader.
I think that Rowan has played the long game on us, and it was all one bit from start to finish. 10 out of 10.
Thank you. Make my brain falls into one whole bit.
Exactly.
Was intentional.
We're fading out now, I'm afraid, people. We're fading out.
It was intentional. You going home, just remember, it was intentional.
Going home? They're probably already home. I mean, I guess they could be listening to this on the commute or something.
I'd like to listen to it while I'm driving. So.
I hope you enjoyed this episode of Magic Myths and Mayhem. Thank you to Dark Fantasy Studio and Nicolas Jeudy and Ovani for the use of their music in this episode. And a big thanks to you for listening. If you want to hear more behind the scenes content, alongside extra art and lore, please consider joining our Patreon by searching Magic Myths and Mayhem on patreon.com, or watch our extra content and games on twitch.com. For now, thank you for being here, and we look forward to seeing you next time. I'll see you then.
Seems dangerous. What if we make you burst out laughing as you're behind the wheel?
You know, that's why I feel so very safe.
I'm not gonna lie. This is 100% serious. It's not like a dangerous thing, but so I generally listen to our own podcast whilst I'm at the gym, and I have before been lifting something relatively heavy, and one of y'all has made me laugh, which has just made me like pseudo drop a weight.
Which one of us
so it could be dangerous.
Which one of us did it, Alex?
Follow Alex's sign out. Be irresponsible at the gym while lifting weights.
We're post credits now.
Exactly.
Yeah, I figured that like ever since you said we're fading out, it's just been getting gradually like lower in volume, and at this point we're just like.
What I'm gonna do for April 1st next year, we're gonna do an entire episode. 2 hours worth of editing. I'm going to put it into one long track and have it as one fade out. 2 hours. It's just getting quieter and quieter. Why did it get so much quieter?
They have to keep turning it up as they go. It's like,
and then the last 20 seconds, full volume.
Oh yes.
No, you can't do that.
Yes, you can.
You can't do that.
You can.
Yeah,
but if somebody's driving, can you imagine?
That was so funny.
We'll just put a disclaimer at the start. Don't be driving while you.
It would be me though. It would be me because I would just like I'll just punch my screen. I would just be listening to it and then I'd make myself jump. The ultimate bit.
So what you're saying is,
don't be driving while listening to this episode. Don't listen to this episode with headphones.
Magic Myths and Mayhem do not operate heavy machinery. Exactly.
In the beginning of it, you just say this episode is loud at the end, and then they'll forget by the time they actually get there. But you've saved yourself.
The best bit is you tell them. Yeah, you're 100% warn them.
Just let them know. Yeah.
Can we do that with like a sponsor from like a hearing health insurance place?
The best sponsor. It's like it's getting quieter and quieter, and then halfway through, it's like, "Do you have hearing loss?" And they're like, "I think I do."
Brilliant.
Do you think we could make extra money from the sponsors if we do it like that?
That'd be so funny, wouldn't it? That'd be so funny.
Dear.